It does.
All right. So last time on, um, basically you all, for your own various reasons, have been looking for work, and a very exotic and powerful seeming woman. She just had this aura about her. Um, Met you all probably independently of each other, and offered you to kind of be a sort of liaison or contact. You know that she basically keeps a room and is usually found here at the Yawning Portal. Her name is Obaya Uday.
Tobias Fumke?
Exactly. Um, she has like the air of a priestess about her, and you've heard murmurings around the tavern, the Yawning Portal here, that she might be from Chult, this alleged cursed isle not too far from like the southwest Sword Coast. Um, in any case, she's taken a very strong interest in the Yawning Portal and the many rumors about the alleged Undermountain, the very subject of the dipping song, which is, this notorious, though sometimes not really believed to be true, ancient, just never-ending catacomb slash dungeon that exists under the very city of Waterdeep. And the Yawning Portal, the well in here itself, is supposed to be one of the entrances, possibly like an old hollow tower shell that once rose up from whatever this thing is that lives beneath this city. And Obaya, as far as you've heard, has been asking a lot of questions about Undermountain and the Yawning Portal itself. But nonetheless, she's proven to be a very wealthy woman. And though she does not have a job for you specifically working for her, she has friends. And one of her friends was who she's intending to arrange you with tonight for a job. Now, on your way to the time and place of that meeting, like a private dining chamber up just north of where you currently are standing amidst the blood, um, a dip had begun, and that dip got interrupted by the two very factions that have been gang warring it out in the streets of Waterdeep, the Xanathar Guild and the Zentarum. And the Xanathar Guild, from what you've now discovered, one of their members, this bald headed guy with these sort of eye tattoos on his shiny head, was the one drunkenly doing the dip. I put my hand up on your hip, you put your hand up on my hip. I dip, you dip, we dip. The the friends of his noticed that a very large half-orc woman had kind of barged her way over to the pulley rope system holding this guy down in the depths of Undermountain below, and basically strong-armed her way up onto the platform and was holding him down there. Now this was upsetting for a lot of reasons. Some people were betting on the time it would take to this guy for this guy to never return. More importantly, his friends were getting worried that like if and when he did ring the bell to come back up, she wasn't gonna let him. Um, Now eventually they fought. And she let it, let the whole thing go up. And during all of this, I believe it was Schmidt who had seen, or one of you noticed, the amulet she was wearing had this sort of black flying snake symbol inside of it. And you all, in the work that you've taken up here, and being some of you from the city, would know that this was a symbol of the Zentarum. So it didn't take rocket science to figure out that these guys were gang war beefing in the middle of the tavern here. This was the woman
Yagra.
the woman in question with her flying black snake, a
Yeah.
very known symbol of the Zentarum. Um, that scuffle sorted out. I don't believe Schmidt won his money. And while the dust was settling from that sort of scuffle. The you could probably surmise at this point maybe that the smell of fresh meat drew the attention of a very starved, weakened looking troll that crawled its way up the inner wall of this well or shelled out tower, and hanging off of him and moving were these like bloated red blobs that some people called like blood bats. With your efforts, Yagra's efforts, maybe some of the Xanathars that you kind of whipped into shape, and Durham himself grabbing this huge sword from behind the bar, you all definitely put on a show and dealt with the situation. Durham definitely screamed at one point, "Freight track's starting one that helps." And it's in this moment right now that you stand at the end of that chaos. And we see Durnan kind of just like nodding at you all. And he first looks over to you, Dante. Says, "What's your name?"
I can't believe you don't know who I am. I'm Dante, the fallen angel.
He just thrust like this very strong, hairy forearm right to you in the known sign of like, "Give me that embrace."
And when I said my name, I throw my hair like out of my face, and it just like kicks up, What is he giving? What is he doing to me?
He's kind of just giving you like that manly handshake where he reaches past your hand to your forearm and kind of like wraps it around.
We grip it, and I
Durnan.
tear his arm. Yeah.
I feel like as you flip your hair, like wind from under the well blows up, and it's the
yeah.
That one dead, smushed like blood bat that's like just hanging by the coagulated mucus from the ceiling just drops and smacks right in that moment.
Yeah.
He, while still kind of like gripping your forearm and then quickly snapping it loose, he like turns to you two, the squishies in the back, and he nods at you both. He said, "And your names?"
Well,
I was clearing my throat.
It seems we've made a mess of this, haven't we? My name's Alatar El Torcho.
He kind of like whistles to the bar, and Bonnie and another sort of bar back come over. "I'm sorry, what was your name?"
My name?
Yeah.
Chortle?
Alatar is my name, of the El Torcho family.
Alatar. Thank you. And you? He's looking at the hafter now.
Well, I'm Schmidt. Everyone knows me.
"Welcome to the Yawning Portal. Drinks are on me!" And he kind of waves his hand up in there. He says, "And you all, room and board." And he just kind of waves a hand and makes sure that Bonnie hears him. While belching down some frothy beers, still lined up on the edge of the bar when all the betting was going on. Only some of them actually taken. A bunch were just left in the chaos here.
Oh my god, I'd run over and get some. A double fist.
Me too. I forgot we had already been drinking from the last we left off. Right about that. So everything I did a little bit sloppier. In my mind, that's how it went, but it was a little bit sloppier than.
I will slowly meander, not really in a rush, and then I'm gonna stop halfway, and I do, and open up my coat and look to make sure. My books, okay, we're fine, okay. Put them back in, and then go and get some more wine.
Are you okay? Do I see this?
Probably see it.
I don't know.
How obvious were you about it?
I mean, I assumed you guys were walking towards the bar. I stopped like mid-step and be like, oh, and like.
I would have noticed.
Okay, yeah, I probably wouldn't have. Schmidt probably would have.
Yeah.
But I get you extra beer for it. Don't worry. Whatever you lost, we can get some more. Tonight, we drink.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with that. How about some wine?
This is how many I have. Oh.
For now.
Tonight,
you still got business to conduct.
Yeah.
Oh, I am also going slow tonight.
As you gather 3 wines. I like that you only rolled a d4 too. As you gather your beverages, the bar is kind of cleared off, and it's at this point that you notice the woman who you were supposed to be meeting here. Obaya is kind of peeking out from the private chamber, not far from where the guy, the Zentarum guy, was like drunkenly leaving his crossbow, and Schmidt was trying to rally him along. But she peeks out, and I think she probably clocks one of you. And just kind of gives like a little bit of a wave before sort of gathering her cowl around and hurrying back inside.
I believe we're being called, gentlemen.
Oh.
Perhaps we should make our way to the room? I kind of gesture. I give like a little head nod, and I grab my wine, and I sort of...
I grunt and go with you.
I thought this was a secret meeting. I go over to.
I want to say, like, as I walk in, I do I don't step in all the way. Especially after the events and shit that just happened, I just kind of, like, peek my head in and look left, and peek my head in and look right. Do I see anything?
No, just her sitting at the head of the table right now, with a small, dark book that's currently closed to her left hand.
As I'm entering, I'm like, oh shit, that's right. And I go back to the bar, and I get another one, and I try to carry a couple more over, and I place another drink in front of her.
Okay.
Hey, got your note?
Dante, are you following suit? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm following suit. I also want to remind everybody, like, of my stature. I am 4 foot.
Did you say 4 foot none?
9. 4 foot 9. My race apparently is that. I was just doing some reading, and I think that just fits so great. So, just so you know.
Oh my god, you're so short.
It's like Tom Cruise, dude. It's not that bad.
Well.
So, she sits down and kind of beckons for you all to pull up a chair.
Hey, I don't suppose
Riker.
you're a priest, are you? Because I'm a little fucked up still from the fight.
I can see that. Come here. It was Schmidt, correct?
Yeah. All day long. Every day.
She starts kind of lightly kind of examining your exterior. Let me see here. She leans in close while sort of like just softly touching your arm. Let me actually, sorry, 1 second. You kind of like hear her whispering a soft prayer.
Ooh.
You find you are no longer feeling wounded in the slightest.
So hot.
And she kind of has like this little bit of an accent, like she almost sounds like a Southern Islander. You can hear her say something like, "The demons of Cholt be banished." You know, something with the word Cholt in it. Please, the rest of you, sit down.
Very well.
Thank
Sit down.
Did I hear you say you Riker it earlier, Dante?
Yeah.
All right,
I already sat down. Were we not supposed to sit down yet?
No, yeah, you were.
I don't know the rules of society. This is all new to me.
So you all sit at the table, and she says, "I'm so glad you could all take this job. A very dear friend," she kind of hesitates a little bit, "of mine is in need of assistance. He came and found me here not too long ago, and it seems a friend of his has gone missing. Now, I know some of us have spoken before about more lucrative jobs, but I think this could be a way for all of us to build trust. You help my friend, and we can become better friends. She gives you a pretty genuine smile. She just seems like very reserved, and anytime you've dealt with her in the past, you haven't really done anything major for her yet. This is probably the biggest thing she's really asked of you. She just seems always very, very hesitant and slow to trust. She kind of gives you this warm smile with those last words and nods at you all and just picks up her book and kind of holds it close and says, "He'll be with you in just a moment. Let me go fetch him for you." And she looks over you all once, gives you a nod, and still clutching her book, kind of like walks out of the room, leaving the three of you alone with your drinks.
I lean over to our fellow bookworm. She likes books.
I can see that. Did you happen to catch the title on the cover?
Oh, shit, no.
Did I catch it?
Okay.
I believe you did.
You know what, though? She did whisper a secret something. She was making me all hot. Something about Chult. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
I believe it's a spice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I start sniffing where she's touching me.
Yeah, I'm
smell any different?
pretty sure I read it in a book.
Man,
What's
You,
that table? Sorry.
books, man.
You noticed that it was a geographical book titled Chult in the Coast of the Samarak.
Okay. Chilt in the coast of the Samarak?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Couple minutes go by. What are you guys doing?
Table.
Minutes? Like, do you think she just ditched us?
I believe she's going
Trouble?
to get her friend. I believe.
Why is she taking so long? That's weird.
It's just a couple minutes. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
But
it's been that long.
as he says that, I do kind of like shift my chair to where it's pointed this way.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
more beer. And then I go back to the bar and I make a little quick beer run and I get more. And then as I'm out there, I'm also like looking around. Like, are there new faces or any old faces that are like staring at this direction?
You see that like it's kind of, it's not as crowded as it was before, especially not with like the whole dipping thing going on.
Yeah.
But it started to fill back up. I'd say it's about 75% full compared to what it was before. So
I'm looking for people paying attention to us.
most of the people seem to be just drinking and going about their business.
Okay, good.
Now, that being said, just as you get close back to the doors, right outside, you see a very, very short man, and you immediately think of this guy you just met, Dante, because he's maybe even shorter than him. But strutting from the direction, and definitely strutting and kind of floofing his really large feathered hat from time to time, is this small little man dressed very fancifully. And
Like a human? Or is he actually a little man?
yeah, he's a human. You almost mistake him for a dwarf with the beard and
Yeah.
like, the stature.
But
But
he's not wide enough?
definitely not wide enough. Definitely seems to have like a much more swagger about him. And
Oh.
even though he's stout, he's not dwarf stout.
Wait, is he walking toward us?
He is.
Oh. Is Obaya anywhere?
She's not.
Okay, I don't go in yet. I just kind of like stand there at the doorway, acting a little like a guard. And wait, I reach back in and I do give Dante one of my mugs that I got. And I pawn the other one myself.
I just
Okay.
imagine that like your hand
Yeah, just-
sticks in.
I needed a hand free just in case.
That was the first sip.
As he walks up, I actually say the first line.
What do you
Like,
say?
hey, Where you going there, friend? What's up?
You see this guy just kind of like bend over deeply and like spread
It's fancy.
his floppy hat loosely in his left hand.
Oh.
Yes. Hello to you, sir.
That's it.
Oh, I love your ascot.
Why, thank you. Is this... And he like kind of peeks past you into the room.
I kind of like stand in front of his gate. I try at least.
He's like, yeah, he's kind of like ducking past you, almost like enjoying. Hey, you must be Obias' friend.
Oh.
And he kind of like quickly puts the hat back on. With
Oh.
one fell swoop.
I tried to be a blocker here. I couldn't. He just got right past me. I don't know.
I imagine you put your arm up and he walked underneath your arm. Like, huh? Oh, hello.
I'm starting to get drunk at this point, and I just say, "What do you want us to do?" I feel like I've been sitting here forever. I just want to know what is going on.
So the other two of you who are just kind of catching the others, like he pushes past Schmidt a little bit, and he's like almost stroking his mustache as his floppy hat sort of bounces lightly with his gait, and he kind of tightens his scarf around his neck, and he looks at all of you and says, "Volathamp Gadam, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service. I am
you
most
say your
impressed."
One more time. Romp.
Volothamp Gadam.
Darn.
He bows even deeper this time.
I think I've heard you.
Wait. You did you do the chronology of the current?
You've read my books.
Yes. And I kind of like rub my forehead. It was most interesting.
I'm working on a
assure
new
you.
one
Oh,
right now.
Ooh.
and what per se is the subject matter? Curious.
It's something.
Secret. You can't just ask him what about that.
Of course I can. Now is the perfect time to get feedback.
I'm not soliciting feedback or thoughts just yet. I tell you what, I will be working on it while you're presumably on this job for me. But really, we must speak quickly. It's I lost myself a little bit in introductions there.
Well, at least come into the room. You're standing
right.
still.
Yes.
I'm just getting
Here,
more
Kurt,
beers.
can I like draw it?
Yeah, there is actually.
All right.
Oh,
let's
it's
try. Hey,
is
give
he
me
coming?
one.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back.
We're not sure. Just you can tell me. I've got a pretty good memory.
Oh, so you're you take all the notes, huh?
Oh, well, see, I don't have to. I can just remember it. It's kind of nice that way.
Well,
He also likes books.
well, the truth of this all, everything, is I seem to have misplaced a friend amid this tedious violence seizing the streets of our fair city. And I could use your assistance in finding him. You'd be well paid, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lean in.
Now, my friend, Floon
I come bumbling
Blagmar.
in like this. There's an image saying, "This is how I come into this."
Whoa! Oh my god!
This is really heavy. And I'm really short. So it's
I
like
try to help.
this.
I don't know. I try to help.
It's like floating beers.
Oh
my god.
well, I do love a good drink.
Oh.
Good, here's some. Oh yeah, I should probably do that as well.
Do you get like disadvantage for being drunk off your
I
ass?
guess strength check. I guess. I don't know.
Nice. Oh, sir. Oh my goodness.
Should I do strength? I did acrobatics.
You're mighty.
He takes one of the beers and chugs it back, like
Oh, right. Yeah.
drinking the whole fucking flagon, like he's got something on his mind. He like wipes some sweat away, some drinking sweats, kind of boiling to the surface.
Ooh, drinking
He says, "Please, we must make this happen. Do you want to talk the job or the payment first?"
Well, I suppose we should hear the job before you tell us how much you're going to pay us for.
My dear friend Floon. Oh, it's good beer. Floon Blagmar.
Blagmar.
Poor boy's got more beauty than brains, but he is my finest drinking companion. He takes like another beer from the pile. Last night he accompanied me to the Skewered Dragon, a dark bawdy tavern in the Dock Ward, but I just couldn't stand being there anymore. As much as I love Floon, I called it a night early. Floon hung back. He was still drinking, making the merries, as they say. And today, this morning, his wife tracked me down here at the Yawning Portal, which is when I found Obaya. She told me that Floon never came home last night, which was doubly surprising because he never told me he was married. Now, Floon's a handsome man, early 30s, wavy. He sort of wipes more drinking sweats away as you realize the second flagon of beer is empty. He wipes away using his hat and then kind of like runs his hand through his hair with wavy red blonde hair, not difficult to pick out of a crowd. And, you know, he's always wearing that fucking beautiful but gaudy giant unicorn head around his neck on the outside of his ascot. Takes another one of the beers. Now,
Giant unicorn head?
a big medallion thing. So flaunty. Floon.
Oh.
He's okay. He's fine.
So, I mean, the last I saw him was last night now. It's almost been a whole night. The Skewered Dragon and his wife, I didn't know he had a wife. She's gonna kill me. And he's like just sipping this third beer now.
Okay. Last
I
scene.
can't believe I left him there.
Skewered Dragon. Where does he live? Which way did he go?
He said the Dock Ward, I believe.
Oh, the Dock Ward. Okay, yeah.
No, Dock.
The Dock Ward. Okay,
Yes.
Wow, I would stay away from the Dock Ward. Jeez.
Dark.
Floon, Volo's just kind of holding his head.
And he never made it home. So he disappeared somewhere between the Skewered Dragon and his home.
Yeah, where is his home? That's a great question.
Where's his home?
Oh, you know?
I don't.
Me either.
What?
I thought you said Floon was your friend.
Well, I mean, clearly I would have known he had a wife if I had been to his home before.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so you just know that he went from the Skewered Dragon into the Dock Ward, disappeared.
And if you want us to find your friend Floon here, how much are you willing to pay for us to find your friend?
He's counting each of you and like almost running his finger over the 3 mugs, like 3. 100 gold each. 10 up front. 90 on your return.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And that ascot around your neck. I'm gonna need that.
Well, I have several, and he just takes it off.
I catch it
and hands it to you.
Oh, nice. I bundle it up. Pocket. Excellent. Well, time is of the essence because missing persons is a dangerous game. After 48 hours, there is a 50% chance they're never going to come back.
It's been almost 24.
I thought it was actually 24, but 48 actually. I'll have to read the current.
I could be way wrong about that.
You must start immediately, and he just starts getting like gold out, and he's like, 10, and like 10.
I slide him another beer as he's doing that, hoping that he miscounts.
He sips halfway through, and let's see, good old Floon Let's have you make a Constitution check. Oh no, he's doing all right.
Oh man,
He's doing real good.
Darn.
He's definitely looking fucked up, but he's got his wits about him in a sort of
Okay.
almost like muscle memory kind of way. And he's
Yeah.
just like, you put the
He's
flagon in
lush.
front of him, he counts out 10 gold, takes a sip of the new flagon, counts out another 10 gold, takes a huge gulp of the other one, slams it down, counts another 10 gold, and then just slowly drinks like the fucking mouthwash that's left at the bottom. Has 10 gold up front each. Ascot touches his bare neck. You must start immediately. If you what you said's true, and he's like kind of like drunkenly doing math in his head. We've only got 25 hours.
Yeah, indeed. And how do you know Obaya?
Oh, she's read my book, and we talked about all manner of strange creatures from our home. She said they had something called a dinosaur. And he just like pulls up a chair and sits down for a minute, like still laughing.
I've actually read about those. They're quite fascinating.
You too.
I just Dante just starts laughing just because the laughing is contagious.
Yeah. I can't just yeah. She likes books. I like books. She's got money. I'm famous. It's great.
You lost me.
He puts his hand on your shoulder, Dante. He's like, he looks. He just gets you like real close to the eyes. He's like, "You gotta go now, right? You're gonna go now." Flu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could be dead.
I suppose so.
No, he's no.
I'm sure he's not dead. He's probably just bleeding a little, maybe.
Point me the direction I need to go, and I.
Yeah, where's the dock ward? Point us.
We just take Gut Alley. Take it south to Fish Street.
Okay.
All right.
Fish and Strip
Good
Street just
fish.
run together, and there's docks all over there.
Okay.
Okay, well,
All right. And I know how to get to the skewered, so yeah, let's do it.
Biddy, would you say that it's been between after all the fighting and waiting and all that stuff? It's been like an hour. Would you say? Like, would you allow us a
Oh, yeah.
short rest in that time?
Yeah.
Okay, can I do this?
Hey, I'll run it for you. Hold on. I got a little short rest. Business.
I want to do Arcane Recovery.
Yeah. You can use that once per day, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Once you finish a short rest, you may expel it and then just check it off or whatever.
Right.
Perfect.
Does it do it automatically if I just check it?
I think it just did.
Well, I clicked the thing before.
Oh, we'll have to
It
check
did that.
next time. Well, here
Yeah.
I can undo it. Let's find out. That, go to combat. Say we used a spell slot. Boom. It does not. You must manually uncheck.
I didn't know if
Sucks.
first level counted as that because it's like half your level.
It rounds up though,
Oh, okay,
so you
Okay.
get one slot.
so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Floon's just drinking whatever beers you left in
You
here.
gotta walk down Gut Alley.
Okay.
Which should we?
Follow Schmidt.
I'm gonna go talk to the barkeep and ask him where to go. Unless Schmidt knows.
Oh, I
Do
know.
you know? You know?
Yeah, I know this
I
area.
trust Schmidt at this point in time.
Heck yeah. Okay. By all means,
All
lead
right.
on.
All right. So yeah, we get out of that Yawning Portal. We make a left, and Gut Alley is second on the right there. And just walk down Gut Alley,
Okay.
and then it's kind of a little bit to the skewered, but it's on the way to the dock ward. Well, I mean, we're kind of passing through the dock ward on the way, but
Yeah. So as you kind of spill out onto like the very large opening where Fish and Ship Street meet, just about a block or two away from the actual docks in the
Yep.
port. It's kind of like a big wide open area, and you see that the area is kind of like blocked off by some members of the City Watch.
Well, blocked off. It's a large street. What?
Wait, which street is this?
Yes, that fish and ship. Fish and ship street.
Where's
Oh.
that?
Well, let's go over to where they're blocked off at, and I want to ask the guard. Hey, what? Well, oh, they're shiny. What's going on here?
One moment, please.
Hey, you!
I'll be right with you.
Oh my God.
He kind of turns around for a minute while the game continues to load in the background.
They usually, and I just turn back to you guys. I'm like, they don't ever. This is a busy street. You can't block off a busy street. We gotta get past there.
I suppose you're right.
Otherwise, we gotta walk all the way around. Time is of the essence.
So you, while you're kind of pacing, waiting for this guard's attention, you, why don't you all make a perception check, actually?
Oh.
Okay.
Why am I not proficient in this?
Oh wow. I'm really distracted.
You're really distracted by something else entirely.
Well, I'm looking at the guard's armor, and I'm
Mm.
trying to place where I've seen some of the designs on the shield. Reminds me of the house. That's...
Members, yeah, these are definitely the
There's
very
something-
recognizable, well, always uniform, mostly the same members of the Waterdeep City Watch.
Yes, but somewhere in the back of my brain, I remember where
Uh-huh.
that symbol came from.
Ah.
Somewhere, some page on
Hmm.
chronology of Waterdeep.
As you kind of wander into the very hellish labyrinth of your own mind, the other two of you, Schmidt in particular, actually, you notice that there are three men who look like to be, arms behind the back, like they're being questioned by the watch. You see lying on the cobblestones beyond these three about a dozen or so corpses looking like the victims of more of this recent gang violence, for lack of a better term.
Whoa. Any of them have that bright blonde wavy red hair?
As
see
you kind of peer and try to look, you don't really get a good look at them. And the taller human guard who kind of cut you off earlier comes back over. Says, "This area is blocked off. You're gonna have to go around."
Well, what happened? What's going on here?
Official watch business.
Well, what's with the dead bodies over there? I can see them.
Are you with them?
No, I'm clearly alive. I'm not with
Where
them.
were you 30 to
What?
60 minutes ago?
Oh, we came up.
Kind of just
we're up
keeping
the
that.
street.
He
like,
was with me
jacket
at the
on his
bar.
hand.
Yeah.
I say.
Which bar?
we were at the
Yawning
We were at the Yawning Portal. He was there, I assure you.
And now we're on
Yeah.
our way to the Skewered Dragon.
I was with El Chortle at the Yarning Yordle like 5 minutes ago.
Well,
Clearly, you need more drink. Get out of here. Nothing to see here.
what happened?
He's got like a little straw.
Guy, I gotta get. We're doing a little pub crawl. We gotta get to the Skewered Dragon. Let us pass. We just gotta get right through there.
Go back to Snail Street. You can get there down Snail Street.
We'll go
Get
too far. Ugh.
To the Snail's Trail.
As like he's telling you to get, like the little halfling sized City Watch kind of like comes like marching in underneath his sort of like held arm and just does like a glare at you. Just kind of like just walk away, bitch. Just walk away.
I'm going.
I look at him inquisitively, and also that he's kind of cute. What is he? What's the little guy doing?
I don't know. Like, I feel like there might be something going on there. There's dead bodies over there. I whisper back to you guys, I'm like, hey, we gotta see if one of those is Floon. I can't see him from here.
Okay. Does anybody know how to disguise themselves, maybe?
Oh shit, that's a good idea. I can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, I'm leaving now. And
little halfling kind of like steps forward a little bit.
Oh, hey, I'm leaving.
He turns around, back to the crime scene.
I want to I want to hide from them, and then I'm gonna disguise self and copy their outfit entirely. But I'm not a half drow. I'm now just a human, kind of ugly looking one.
And this is with your spell. Okay.
Yeah, and
shit.
Since I've done extensive studying, obviously, of their armor, would I know what a captain or lieutenant's medallion or attire would perhaps look like?
Yeah. It was clear that the guy in the middle with the extra silver drape around him, and down the center, was indicative of him being of a higher rank.
Okay. I copy the one that in the middle.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Oh, you're just.
I look exactly like him.
And tell them you're from a different ward, perhaps.
Okay.
Ooh.
I look exactly like that guy,
Nice.
but I'm from a different ward.
Okay. Hold on.
The southern ward.
1 hour. All right. So, and then sorry, Dante, what are you doing while you see? I imagine you see these two magicking, casting magic on themselves.
I see we're in an alleyway, and you're probably pissing against the wall.
All right, that's great.
What the hell just happened?
Wait, where did you fellas go?
Oh man.
No, I'm still here with you. I haven't changed.
There you are. There you are.
I'm still me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if one of those guys is Floon.
You're still you, but as your disguise finishes, you immediately grow until you double in size.
The fuck?
You are quite literally instead of 1 square, you are 4 squares tall. You look like you are some kind of small giant right now.
What? Hey, this is a perfect disguise, right? Why are you guys small?
You just see him continue to grow until eventually he stops.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, come.
Wait, I think you guys should be regular size for this to work.
Look at the buildings
Hey,
around.
what are you saying about my size? I'm already regular size.
You're tiny.
Hey,
You better watch
friend.
Look, and there's a reflection of a window or something.
Yeah.
You're above. You're looking at the second floor window.
Your voice
Smitty.
is super deep.
Oh no! Oh no! God damn it. That's not what I tried. I did not mean to do this. Oh God!
Maybe it'll still work.
How tall are these buildings?
They vary in height, but most are 2 to 3 stories. In some cases, there's some 4 stories and some other bigger towers and more custom structures.
Am I tall enough to just climb on top of one?
Let's see. If you want, yeah, probably.
Okay. Let's see. All right.
Where are you going?
No, I'm just.
Where are you going?
I have a height advantage. Maybe I can get a peek.
But they'll shoot you.
No. I'm just gonna peek. I'm gonna be real sneaky about it.
So it doesn't take you too long to do this, but between the sudden realization of your crazy size and then the small effort it takes you to climb up on a building, it really takes you longer to find one that you can treat just like footholds.
Yeah.
And by the time you get up on there and start kind of looking around, you suddenly begin to shrink back down to your
No,
normal
no, no, no,
size.
no, no.
But you are
No, I'm
up,
trapped on a building.
you are up on the roof.
God damn it. Oh, okay. But okay, from my position, I go back to the edge where I can see you guys. I wave. It's
Oh,
fine. I'm normal size now. I go back up to the roof and I want to see if I can get a vantage point on the cops and the scene and see if
Yeah.
you can see anything.
Yeah, you,
Okay.
you didn't really get too far before you guys decided to piss in the alley and sort of hatch this plan. So I'd say you're probably, within viewing distance.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Can I see? Do any of them look like they have red hair? Do I have a better vantage point?
From here you can tell that none of them appear to have red hair, although some of their heads are smashed into dried, still kind of liquid, almost coagulated pools of blood on the cobblestones.
Okay. All right. I go back to you guys. Can you guys
Hey.
catch me?
come on down.
I don't see a way down. Can you catch me?
Of course we can catch you.
I
Okay.
can't catch you. I can't
there
catch
a-
you.
Is
I
there
can't catch you.
I
I back against the
100%
far
sure.
wall. I
I'm
back against the
100%
far
sure
wall.
we can catch you.
Nope. I can't catch you. I'm.
Dante is.
Hey,
worthy
wait.
as
Look.
certain.
Is there a gutter right there?
Come to Dante.
Yeah. I try climbing down the gutter.
Yeah, Dante manages to clock a more logical and step-by-step escape route than the jump into Dante's small stout arms plan.
Okay, I do that.
All right. Sorry, two of you
Nice.
look exactly like members of the City Watch. I believe one of you looks like a member of the City Watch in higher ranking, and one of you smells like piss.
Oh, wait. We all got changed?
I think two of you did, right? Didn't both
What'd you
I-
cast?
didn't both Schmidt and Alatar cast Disguise Self?
I didn't cast anything.
Oh, okay, my
It
bad.
was just me.
Just Schmidt.
All right.
Mhm.
My apologies.
I'm gonna use this while it's working.
All right. You
Okay.
are disguised.
so-
What do you want to do?
Okay, so I want to get to the edge of the commotion
Okay.
and just basically sneak around past them. And actually, maybe I could just. I know that those guys, the dead bodies over there, aren't what we need to be looking for. So maybe I can just escort my friends through the scene. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we can move down Ship Street.
Okay. Yeah, I'll follow you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I get out my illusory billy club, whatever these guys are holding.
Yeah.
And then, and I'm like, go. All right, this way. Act like you belong.
And so,
Well, I mean, I should, and you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
act like you're just going with.
so like a couple of the guards kind of look at you. The little tough, gruff halfling from earlier kind of like gives you a nod as you walk through the crime scene. He says, "Just watch the bodies." And as you pass through, you see on a couple of them the guys who are still alive and being
shit, they're
detained. The three that
Okay,
were
yeah.
sort of detained with their arms behind their backs. You notice as you pass fairly close by that they have tattoos on their arms. One on the hand, two of them on the arms, and it's a tattoo of a flying black snake.
Oh, it's the Centaurum. Okay. All right. And the dead bodies, do they have any of those?
Most of them you don't really notice anything, but one of the arms you do spot a tattoo with similar eyes like the ones you saw on the bald head of the guy doing the dip
Oh, that's
earlier.
right. Okay, that's why. Oh man, turf war, gang war. It's crazy. All right, let's just keep walking. This isn't our fight. We gotta keep going.
Well, we'll keep going.
Okay. You move past the crime scene here and continue down Ship Street A much nicer, other than the crime scene, but more well lit walk. You can probably keep your coin purses and pouches a little more comfortably at your sides as you make your way towards Dar Alley. A nice clean shot to the east there. Back up just a little, crisscross through Snail Street, and the Skewered Dragon stands in front of you.
Wow. Here we go.
Do you have a map somewhere?
Yeah, I grew up in the city.
Oh.
He tells you this as the place he sort of presents to you all proudly just looks like an absolute fucking ruin. Both of the front-facing windows are smashed open. A ship's anchor is quite literally lodged into the roof. That probably leaks. And through the windows you can see a group of haggard patrons drinking from huge tankards behind unkempt, hairy faces for the most part.
But like the windows are like smashed in and shit?
Oh, yeah.
What? Is this supposed to look like this?
Make an insight check. Mr. Man About Town.
Fuck. Okay.
You're like you don't know, and you have no idea. Like you used your instincts to get you here, and like these people on the job with you that you're trying to look cool in front of. You don't know, so you just kind of fucking roll with it and tell them whatever they want to hear.
A guard, so I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up to this bar, and any of the patrons that are outside there, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what happened to this place?"
Just fucking spits on you.
On me?
Yep.
Oh my god. I want to club him, but except this thing I'm holding is an illusion.
Everyone in there is just like giving you the fucking stink eye.
No. I walk past you. When I see that, I walk past you and I just do it, and I spit at your feet as well. And then as I turn around, I just kind of give you like a very small like wink. And then
I do the same thing because everybody's doing it. And I got a lot of phlegm because I've been drinking a lot.
Oh.
Big.
We're watching you, pig! And like just another guy back near the bar, not even near you, just like spits towards you, like hundreds of feet away. It just like dribbles down his beard, and he's just
All right, well I just yell like, "Whoa, fuck you!" and I just leave. I want to just go around the corner
you.
and then drop the disguise. Jesus. All right. So maybe a couple minutes later, Schmidt will show up.
Yeah, you can hear the fresh sounds of beers being poured.
God damn.
It doesn't smell good in here. Last
time I'm dressing up as a guard. God
You're not sure if the urine is coming from inside or outside the bar.
I walk up and I stand at the bar. Do you have? And I look at the selection behind the wall. Is it
the selection?
It's just great. Like watered
We're
down.
a single-sourced selection kind of operation here. He sees you just kind of like eyeing up the back of the bar.
I just hold up 3.
You'll either have one or none.
I hold up 3. We'll take 3.
That was a woman talking to you, and this like small, like hobbled old guy comes pushing around. Get out of Gary's way! And he just kind of comes over here and starts like twisting this singular top tooth and otherwise empty upper palate. He's got most of his bottom teeth. Gary's never seen you in the skewered before. What can I do for you? It's kind of like he's looking at you, Alatai, in particular, with like a little bit of like a hey.
I wonder if I would even notice that. I wouldn't notice that.
Yeah.
Yes, we're looking for a friend of ours. Perhaps you've seen him. I believe he loves to frequent these parts. A very handsome guy. Like early or wavy, red, blondish kind of hair. He's got this big medallion unicorn thing.
Handsome, you say? And he's kind of like twisting his tooth and like looking at you and raising his eyebrows.
Yeah, yes,
What's
quite
your-
handsome, yes.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Alatar El Torchol. What's your name?
Alta. And he just presents like 2 fingers and a thumb.
I look at it, and I put a beer in his hand.
And he's just kind of like he misses, but like tries to do like an like near your hand as it pulls back. Oh, stop! Now, Gary sees lots of things at the skewered here. What would make Gary remember? And he's just taking those same like 2 fingers and that thumb and just kind of doing like a thump, thump.
I mean, we would say that gold pieces are quite valuable. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the grand scheme of like
Mhm.
where we're at. I do.
Yep.
Oh, and I always keep at least just one spare gold piece somewhere on my person. Not all of it in one place, because that would be so foolish. And I do.
Crazy.
Oh my! And I reach into a vest pocket and I just slide across a coin, but I keep my hand on it.
Gary takes that same 2-finger thumb combination he seems to be real fond of and reaches over top of your fingers in the coin and like leans in. You can just see that like singular tooth jutting out. Gary's never been paid for it before.
Paid for information. Yes? We're talking about information,
He
right?
just still fingers on your fingers on the coin, just closes his eyes and
I slide the coin back into my pocket. I was looking for information, not for a good time.
oh. Well, I guess we all value something. So, pretty boy, huh?
Mm-hmm. Pretty
That's
boy.
all you're interested in?
Well, I'm interested in this particular pretty boy.
Gary's gonna need at least 2 of those if you're only offering coin.
And any of you have a additional piece?
Schmidt walks up. I can help out with this. And then I coin.
He
I just
takes
put it on the table. I didn't even put my hand on
both coins and slides them back with like a fine. So, pretty boy. Yeah, I've seen some pretty boys. Describe yours again for Gary.
He's like in his early 30s, wavy red, blonde hair, giant unicorn medallion around his neck. Pretty noticeable, I would think.
Saw that pretty boy here last night, and he was pretty. He was here, yeah. What do you want to know about him?
I want to know where he went.
Which way did he go?
And also, where is he from? Where is he from?
Like rank fish, like fish mingled with beer breath right in the face.
Right out.
And you're like,
Gary doesn't know that, but let me see. All right. Gary was here. That's me.
yes.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, well, he was here with a short fella, really fancy hat, beautiful. Hey, wait, you got the same one. I imagine you're wearing that ascot you got from.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yeah, he was wearing that thing. Yeah, 2 of them were in here talking, drinking, and talking. They looked real cute. And I don't know, the older one, the hairy scarf one like you there, he left before it got too late. It was still pretty early, and I tried talking to the pretty boy like I'm talking to you now, and he kind of winks at Alatar. But another pretty boy comes in, and what's a Gary to do? They almost look like brothers.
I mentioned to what's this guy's name we're talking to? What's his name?
Gary. Yeah.
I mentioned Gary. I think you have something in your eye.
Hmm?
You keep blinking it oddly.
Oh. Yes, I do. And he
You
kind of
should probably
gives
get some
you.
water.
He gives you like a double like left right.
Yeah.
All right, now do you wear like when you walk around? Do you like cover yourself with that hood like we see
Yeah, I
on
have a
your
hood.
board? You like you kind of like says like yes I do. Does like a 1-2 and almost like reaches for like the inner part of your cowl to get like a look at you. Like leans in a little bit.
I turn away.
Huh. Playing hard to get. Anyway, he was talking to another pretty boy, so of course Gary's just the bartender at that point, and they looked like twins. I mean, but they didn't want anything to do with Gary. And they were here talking, and some of those other. He kind of like gestures to the ruffians in the crowd here. Some of those others were keeping a real sharp eye on him. About 5 of them from what Gary saw. They even all left at the same time. headed towards that purple shop.
Oh,
Purple shop.
do you mean that someone joined him and had the same color hair that he has?
Yeah,
The
two
red?
of them, 2 of the gingers.
Oh, well, we all know that they were in for a rough time.
They seemed real close.
Oh. Well, thank you. What was your name?
Gary.
He puts the
Gary?
two finger thumb out there and says, Gary.
That's right. Thank you. And I just look at the fingers, Gary, for your very helpful information.
Well, couldn't anything else I could do for you here? You want some drinks? You want some company? Introduce you to some of my friends. You notice that ever since you put those gold coins on the bar that others have been looking at you as well.
Yeah, that's why I made a show of only having one. That was the point of that.
Still checking you out.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you said they left in the direction of the purple shop.
The purple shop, is that
Purple
over
shop.
there?
Oh, yeah. Let me just rack my brain for a minute now.
You talking about the palace?
No, that old weird fucking shop. Just past.
Serpentires?
No, it's where's Astro and Filet kind of intersect, and he's basically just telling you it's like a couple blocks north of
Okay.
here.
No, I like the idea that you keep guessing like all these places that are right around there.
I mean, the purple palace is right there across the street.
No, it wasn't that. They were heading. I don't know. They were just-
Ex-blob shop?
Yeah.
Oh,
Zablob.
gotcha. Yeah.
Zablob.
They went to Zablob? Uh-huh.
Zablob.
Sure.
Mhm,
Sure.
mhm.
Okay, well,
I
thank
mean,
you.
they were going there, but they weren't. The 2 red ones were going that way, and their new friends seemed to be following them. I don't know. The ones in the dark clothes.
Yeah, well,
Gary's been kind of like sipping on something stronger than what everyone else seems to be drinking out of like a small, almost like shot glass.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, we should go.
Well, I'll
Yes.
come back anytime. He almost does that suck air in kind of whistle.
You walk away. Dante kind of chuckles and he says to the, I think that man was coming on to us.
I think he was coming on to you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he really
that's not
likes
what
you.
I got out of it.
Yeah.
He's...
Definitely.
Hey, did you drink that beer that I slid you?
Probably.
It's like
And then I look
dribbling down
around.
your face.
All I have is like empty bottles in my hand, empty glasses in my hand.
Yeah. Actually, I shouldn't encourage you. And we walk out.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Alright.
So wait. Purple. So not the purple palace. Where are we going?
Zabota?
He kind of was like, yeah, that's the place when you mentioned the Zobloblub.
Zablox.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
All right. We
place.
head that way.
You head towards that spot a few blocks north of here, and it's pretty.
Is anyone following us?
You look back and notice that a couple people are definitely watching you pretty intently. Those who were kind of sat near the busted-out windows of the Skewer Dragon, but none of them appeared to have moved or followed you.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you could see Zabla. I was right there.
You don't. And then eventually, as you sort of like wind around another corner onto Fillet Lane, you see it's not very well lit, but there's like this purple glow emanating out from like a corner shop into the intersection where Fillet meets Zastro Street.
Yeah.
And it's almost beckoning to you. And you see, as you get closer and closer, in the window is this mounted stuffed beholder among a bunch of other like just weird oddities. And like there's this sign that hangs outward perpendicular off the wall, and on the wood is just etched in, it says Old Zablob Shop.
Yeah.
He was right.
Around.
What is there anything like apart from that thing like in the windows? Can you see into the shop? Is there anything that I can see by looking
a
at?
small figure kind of fidgeting around up on a high stool behind a countertop, and then like you don't really get much out of there because there are like these sort of velvety purple, deep purple curtains hanging from the window, and it's kind of dark inside, but there's just like this ever-present purplish glow throughout the shop.
Okay.
And the beholder's like almost doing that like weird painting thing where it feels like the eye stalks and the central eye are always watching you.
It's just an illusion. It's not alive.
We walk in.
Yeah.
There's like a little bell that rings as you push the door open, and a gnome sort of perks up on the stool behind the countertop. Hello, I'm Zablob. Welcome to Zablob Shop.
Are you Mr. Zablob?
Hail and well met. Come, browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world, the Zablob Shop.
Do you have
and
anything?
He like leans forward with like this big toothy grin.
I would say that I'd probably like walk down like the first aisle before actually talking to him. What kind of things are we talking about here? What kind of oddities?
It is like a flea market has been stuffed into tightly packed, narrow, not so straight hallways lined with various shelves. He literally hops up onto the countertop and just starts like pointing like like this and that, going on and on and on. And he's like, "Well, seeing is believing. Would you like to see?" And he kind of just like points to like aisle 1 through fucking 7B.
I look at some things.
Okay.
Anything interesting?
You notice that this like before he starts taking you down any of the aisles, that like after he says his whole little intro spiel, he kind of like breathes out and like purple smoke comes out of his mouth with like a like, yeah, I've been hitting that shit, and there's like this lavender scent to it. And
I want to lean in, see if I can get a contact high off that.
Yeah, it does. It smells a little bit like lavender, but something's not quite right about it. In maybe a good way, you're not sure. And like, you know, Dante in the back, like all gruff and quiet, just taking this all in, you'd notice that the whole place, every wall is just painted purple. Every knickknack that you can see in the window and on the countertops is a deep violet color. Everything is fucking purple, and it's just doing this weird bounce with the smoke and the light, and like there's this purplish glow coming from everything. And Zablob himself, this hairless old gnome, is wearing plum-colored robes for the most part, very open-chested, and his cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes on his skin that almost look like you can't tell if they're tattoos or actually like just on the surface.
Does it remind us of the eyes from the tattoos from the bad people?
Make for you, I would say. You've got a couple options, right? It's all about your approach on this. Like, has Alatar seen
This
this
is
and kind of
observation.
thought that? Yes. I mean, would you? I could see
I
it
would
being
say
investigation if you were like actively.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm actively like looking at it, and I'm kind of retracing through my mind like
Yeah.
all the other tattoos that I've seen.
Okay, make an investigation check. Oh yeah. It's not exactly the same. Like you don't think most people would draw that connection, but you see,
Okay.
especially in the number of eyes, 9, a strong connection. Now, the gnome lifts up a pipe that he pulled out from somewhere underneath of his beard and just blows out some more smoke that kind of like blocks your pathway into the island. He says, "Let's have a look down here." And in this aisle, the only things really of note are
Secret dice.
Secret dice. I love all the secret dice.
Too much secret dice.
all right. So the first thing, like, it's mostly garbage. It's super dense. It's just crazy. Everything is fucking purple. But the first thing he points to that, like, kind of seems unique is this thing. It's like, it's a 1-pound egg, and it's got this bright purple shell. He goes to the other thing. He says, the nightcap of pleasant dreams. And he kind of tells you that it gives you sweet dreams when you wear it to bed. The next thing he takes you through is fucking pair of old socks, but they're really, really woolly and really, really purple. And the other thing he has is like this purple handkerchief embroidered with the name of a powerful archmage. He tells you can't really read whatever arcanic language it was written in. And the other thing he puts is like this tiny cage, but there's no door. He just kind of shrugs. And then he finally goes up to this other thing, which is very well done, almost miniature sketch, a tiny portrait of a goblin, all done with purplish inks. And then eventually he takes you to this arrow mounted on a purple stained wooden plaque, but it looks like it's an actual arrow of some kind of like elven design. Ancient Illiphon Elven Empire. And he says so on the plaque.
Oh.
And then like you're at the other end of the aisle. Anyone else?
Oh, do you have any like one of these? And I point to my ascot, like in a deep purple.
Oh, actually, or have you even seen anybody with one of those?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, that's right. The reason we're here. Yes.
But actually, I don't think that guy was there. So that was kind of a pointless question.
You never know.
You've seen one of those?
Yeah, there was a guy in here yesterday. Well, maybe in here or nearby.
He had
Came in,
bright,
one of
like
these.
red kind of hair, kind of wavy, and he had like a medallion. Very interesting. It was very intricate.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And he kind of customers who buy things.
Okay.
And he
to
like
my
gestures to like the aisles of just shit everywhere.
All right, look, I'm gonna get those socks, but I really want to know. You got one ascot? You got one of these? I love this neckwear.
Maybe in aisle 3C. And he kind of just like takes you down some like weird intersecting in between aisle that's like kind of at a 40-degree angle between two of the more parallel aisles. And he's like, "What about?" And like he's not really finding what you ask for. He just sort of points out things of interest, like, and like you see this clear glass bottle with a dead sprite inside of it, suspended in some sort of like purplish solid or liquid. You see this purple candle with like a dark purple wick that just droops over the side. He's like lighting a whatever he was using to light his pipe, he tries to light it, and like he's clearly holding fire on it, can't be lit. And he goes over to this other thing, and it's like this glass orb that's just filled with slow-moving purplish smoke. And then he kind of takes you past that and suddenly pulls out.
No,
oh,
wait, no,
oh,
come back.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
what is it? What's going on there?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
And he kind of like taps his head for a minute. 5 gold.
Okay, no, this and the socks, 2 gold.
10 gold.
2 gold.
10 gold.
Okay, how about just the socks?
5 gold.
I got 2 gold.
2 gold for socks?
2 gold for socks. They're socks. They're beautiful socks.
Yeah, okay.
Socks.
2 gold for socks. And I'll tell you about the... You said he had a necklace?
An ascot. He's got one of these, and he also had a new unicorn medallion.
Then red hair.
Red hair.
Are there any
Mid
books?
30s.
You want books? And he kind of like... He takes your 2 gold. I don't know if you've offered it yet.
I did, yeah.
He takes it. Here, go get the socks. And he like grabs like. Do you have like robes, a jacket, Alatar?
Yeah, I've got robes.
He like grabs part of your robe and just starts taking you down some other alley. Like it's almost like you're getting lost in a maze at this point.
I grabbed 2 pairs of socks.
Okay. He kind of takes you and says, yeah. It's like silver skull with like inlaid purple etchings, size of a coin though, like really tiny. Grabs the thing. It's like a piece of crystal that faintly glows with this purplish hue.
How about that?
Oh, yeah. 5 gold.
I only have 2 gold.
But 5 gold.
I have 2. I mean, 2 is still pretty good.
Your friend bought socks. 2 gold.
Uh-huh. So 2 gold?
I have a question for you.
I hand him 2 gold.
Oh, you want to see too?
I want the crystal thing, yes. And a book if you have a book. Do you have a book?
If you can find it.
Do I also have gold? I didn't keep track. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 10.
Oh,
You got
yeah.
10.
You should start with 10, yeah.
So we said that, is that 2, Fitty? Did I get that for 2?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll add it on there. Everyone had...
I already added mine.
Perfect.
You don't have to add mine. And I'm subtracting as I do things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Should I add that in my inventory?
Yeah.
Bright purple rock?
Yep. Yes, please. Okay.
A bright, glowy purple rock.
I kind of like... you come up down here. You want to buy 2?
But books. Do you have any books?
Go find books.
I'll look for books.
Yeah,
I'll look
go
for
look
books.
Okay.
I want to go find them. And I'm like, hey, so unicorn medallion was in here yesterday. Maybe? Have you seen him?
He's currently leading Dante down an aisle, in which he's sort of like pointing out to, look, like you, and you see like 2 toy soldiers, one with a missing head, all of them cast or sculpted out of like this, or painted purple. You see, let's see, a knife with like a purple scabbard. And a set of like bone pipes, like smoking pipes, like again like dyed or painted purple.
The fuck?
You want to see more? And he kind of like
Yes.
he takes you. He's like
Yes.
opens this like stoppered glass vial that smells quite nice. Again, sort of like lavender, not unlike the smoke he's been blowing. And he's like, "Oh, where's your friend?" And he kind of holds up. It's like a blank book, with a like leather purplish cover to it, and it appears like just all the pages are blank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I go up to it. Oh, yes, this is a book.
Yeah, 5 gold.
I hand him 5 gold. I don't even barter.
Okay.
Do you? Yeah. How many? Do you have another one? I want that.
Oh, nice. He kind of just shrugs.
That's it. That's the only one.
Zablob has many things. Like there's like it's like impossible to find anything. There's no rhyme or reason to where things are in here. He continues like
That is
leading
nice.
the short, stout, hooded man around Dante. You see like another thing, and he goes, "Oh!" and he's literally just like grabbing shit that seems interesting to him, or maybe that he wants to get rid of. You don't know. It's like a 1-inch cube, each side painted a different color, but every color a shade of purple. It takes you to a thing. It says, "Oh!" And it's like it's a blank sheet of parchment. Upon which is drawn some complex, almost alien mechanical contraption. Doesn't make any sense. All done with purple ink. And then you see a small idol depicting a nightmarish creature. Kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Is there writing about it? Is it just a picture?
The idol or the parchment?
The parchment.
Is literally like the imagery part of a blueprint. There's no annotations on it.
Okay.
It's like a industrial like illustration almost.
I have a couple questions.
Mm.
First, what is that those blades? What is the thing on them?
Which
So
thing
you-
you point
there's
to?
You said there was like blades or something that were coated in something?
Oh yeah, there was like a dagger,
A
like
knife.
like a knife.
Oh, okay.
And it's got just like this purplish hilt. He kind of pulled it out of and put it back into.
Now, out of curiosity, a knife, like, was Sting considered a knife or a sword in The Hobbit?
Oh, I'd probably
was a
consider
knife.
like, yeah, I don't know, it'd be like a short sword.
It was a knife that for a hobbit. I mean, it was
Well,
like
okay.
an elven
I'm not a
knife, but
hobbit.
for a
I mean,
hobbit, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a short
Yeah.
sword.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. Do you have any bucklers or shields?
Actually, do I see you doing that with the knife? I don't know. I'm looking for books, so I probably don't actually see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't get the sense that this guy's like got anything of that. Like whatever he's pulled out, it's been pretty fucking random. The fact that he had anything remotely considered a weapon, like that knife, even was like more like a small hunting knife more than anything.
Yeah.
Like if you see it, you might get lucky, but it's just all over the place in here. Your buckler? I don't know. And he's kind of just looking around. Do you want the knife?
How much is a knife?
3 gold.
3 gold. And then I look into my pockets. 3 gold. I only. Oh god. Okay, fine. And I just think of this amazing debt that is just crippling me. And but I give him 3 gold, and then I take this dagger.
Okay. So, and he's kind of just like smiling now, counting the gold, and now he like this point he's like back on top of like the main central counter and like sitting cross-legged on top of it, just smoking his pipe, kind of tapping the gold. So, what you said? Necklace, red hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, that's the guy.
He walks over to the edge of the counter and like hops down into the window next to the stuffed beholder and like takes 2, like he's got the pipe in his mouth, just takes 2 of the eye stalks and almost like holds them to his own eyes and like looks through, like almost like he's just thinking or something. You're not really sure what the fuck he's doing. And he kind of like looks back and he says, Yep, Zablob saw him outside the shop late last night. He was talking to 5 gentlemen just around the alley side there. Didn't see what happened after that.
That alley, and I want to make sure I'm pointing to the one he's referring to.
Yeah, so basically, like the shop there's like an unmarked alley that goes between Snail Street and Zastro Street behind the shop.
Yeah.
And you can see that there's like an access point from like where Zastro just meets Filet Lane.
Yep. I see
Mostly
that.
just like trash and shit.
Okay, we went down
So
that way.
with your newfound trinkets, which you've hopefully added to your inventory and marked off your gold,
Yeah.
you see the alley entryway that he's talking about.
There it is. Okay, we gotta go. Bye, Zablob.
A pleasure. And he like just sort of like is standing at the door, seeing almost like seeing you out, like you're his guests, and just like kind
Yeah.
of just like strutting back, smoking on his pipe.
Definitely coming back there.
Yep. When I can detect magic, we're going back there.
Okay, so right down here, and then there's just that alley behind Zastro Street, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
I'm real cautious.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to investigate.
We get in and
Ah, fuck, I can't investigate. I'm looking around for like footprints or any evidence or like I don't know. I'm
We-
looking around for.
yeah.
Okay.
I would say I'd be looking at the ground as well, looking for like that medallion perhaps, or like abandoned cloak or torn cloth
Okay.
or blood.
Dante, are you
Yeah.
just falling into your classic role as the muscle here, following the boys along?
I really am. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much what I'm doing.
Okay, okay.
Oh
Why
my
don't you make a perception check, Dante, while they're sort of
Yeah,
they're sort
yeah,
of looking
okay.
for clues. You're kind of like watching. You're always watching the exits, you know.
Let's see.
Good rolls tonight. Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty good. All right. Well, independently of each other, Dante. First of all, you see a couple people pass by. You almost feel like two of them are clocking you a little bit, but they keep walking. And you sort of follow them for a beat or two before you kind of like turn back. And as you turn back, you see that both Altar and Schmidt have sort of clued in on two separate things. Schmidt, you find a couple loose beads. And then like you find enough of them that you feel like that they were maybe like a part of the chain of a necklace. And like you're just about to look over to Alatar and say this when Alatar is holding up a large unicorn, gaudy, 6-inch bas relief medallion.
Well, I think we found part of him.
Oh no! I hope that you mean that as a metaphor.
But yeah, sorry, metaphor.
No, okay.
Yeah. No. It's
Yeah.
not actually part of him.
Yeah,
That would
I
be
just
too
found
gross.
beads.
So obviously his necklace was pulled off. I put it in my. I take the medallion. Actually, I want to take the medallion. I want to really examine it. Is there any blood on it? Is there any scratches or marks?
Yeah.
I smell it. What does
You-
it smell like?
You continue to examine the medallion, and it smells like a pleasant perfume.
Okay.
And you do notice a few droplets of blood on the thing.
Okay. There's droplets of blood here. It's probably our buddy that we're looking for.
You don't know that. Could
Well,
you know?
it's I'm pretty sure.
Well, we gotta
Schmidt,
be
what
sure.
street are we on?
We're right behind the Way of the Dragon.
Yeah,
No,
Zastro and
Zastro.
Nail
Dragon's over.
and the dock ward.
So all right. Well, okay, but we need actual evidence. We can't just go back with the medallion. Maybe maybe we can find like a blood trail or I don't know, footprints or something.
You're saying Schmidt, you're saying this, and like
Yeah.
And Alatar, you immediately passively notice that he's juggling like in his hands 3 spherical objects while he's talking to you.
I did
What?
say all I did was find these beads.
Yeah, there
What?
you go.
What?
Yep.
What? Let's. What is that? What are you holding?
I don't know, part of the necklace maybe.
I
If
can I
if they belong to him, then
can I go up and like look at him in his hand?
Hmm. Yeah, you go check them
And
out.
yeah.
do they just look like normal beads, or is there
They
anything special about them?
They're small spherical beads, each of them with two holes, one on each end, as if they were strung up as part of a necklace.
Okay, so I assume the necklace has broken off since we found two pieces of it. Um, let's continue down this alley and see what else we find.
Yeah. I just put the beads in my pocket.
Okay.
Dante, we're moving.
Yes. I'm behind them. I mean,
Okay.
I'm with them.
Yeah.
Like a good bodyguard, I'm with you.
Okay. You continue to move north up the alley is the only way to really go, but there is an intersection coming up a little ways here. And at this intersection, Dante, you kind of like do the whole like hold up for a moment.
Yeah, the two people that I saw earlier, which way do they go? Are we going the same direction?
You're going north. They were heading east down Fillet Lane. I mean,
And I let them know too, by the way.
it's possible they could have like headed north on Zastro to kind of ghost you, but you don't really know what they did.
I mean, Disaster's that way. They could keep going down Pearl. What do you think?
Did
Which way?
you tell us?
I
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep going north.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep going north.
Okay. Okay.
I want to say that I'm still looking along the ground this whole time. I'm completely absorbed. I'm not paying attention to anything else around me but clues.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. As you kind of wind on in the alley here, like the buildings on either side of you are so tall and so tightly packed together that there's almost no light coming from some of like the street lamps that flicker out from the main thoroughfare. And you know, like with being this close to the dock ward, it has that sort of like hazy, low-hanging clouds rolling in out of the port kind of gloom about this place. And it's almost as like a dark dungeon and just filled with foul odors. But nose to the ground, you continue on, and Alatar, you're so kind of like enthralled in this medallion that you don't see what's right beneath you until you're kind of like slipping on it, and almost like stepping on like a ball bearing. You lose your footing for a moment, and Schmidt catches you and pulls out like another one of the beads.
Oh, okay.
Well, I pulled it out.
Yeah, like it was under his boot.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
so we're
Whoa.
going in the right direction at least. That's
Slipped
good.
on, you slipped on another one of those beads. I'll pick it up and put it in my pocket. I wonder how many they were.
Why are you collecting beads?
I think
They're-
they came from.
They're from his
Flume?
necklace. From Floon's
Oh
necklace.
gosh, I hope they are.
Again, my head is throbbing.
Is it feeling a little
feed me?
ominous?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's getting to be a bit later in the evening at this point.
Okay,
It's like unnervingly quiet.
I
But
reach
you
my
are in a weird spot here. You're like behind all these shops. Sorry.
I reach my hand in my pocket and I pull
Mhm.
out a piece of leather that looks like it's kind of cured, and I kind of hold it in my hand and I do what? And it disappears, and I cast a thing on myself.
Ooh.
Just real quick. I'm gonna do that.
Ooh.
I thought that song was about to play.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, nice. Ow.
Okay.
It's not the worst idea I ever heard.
Cool.
And like it looks like it's almost like the leather is absorbed into my robe,
Mm.
and it looks like there's it just looks like there's a little bit more padding around where
Mm.
what you saw before.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I know that music.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and there's
We all
still
know.
there's a little bit of like flickering streetlight that seems to penetrate through the gloom of this alleyway. But as Schmidt kind of like pulls the necklace bead out, you all look at each other and you spot more of them heading north down the alleyway.
More
Oh, well.
beads? More
Yeah.
beads.
We
Mhm.
follow him.
Yeah.
Are we
But-
being quiet?
I don't know.
I'm pretty excited. So unless you say something, I'm going.
Well, I mean, I'm not quiet. That's what.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be quiet.
I'm just going. Like a bloodhound on the trail.
Mm.
You all continue on for another couple minutes, managing to find a few beads here and there, and eventually your trail leads you into a more opened up area, not too far from where you started. You see this two-story warehouse and another sort of more visible now flickering light occasionally illuminates the painted black logo on the front of the warehouse doors, and it's one of the flying snakes representative of the Zentarum.
Oh.
It's kind of like in this. You're looking at like this back entrance right now that almost faces outward towards like an open yard with a high fence, gated and closed off. Is it locked? You can't tell from here.
Hey, can you do that disguise thing again?
Oh, yeah. What do you need?
Well, no. What I'm thinking is, I can do it as well. If we
Okay.
need to get in there, couldn't we at least put tattoos where we've seen them from those who have? Is
Yeah.
that the Zentarum
Yeah,
that have those tattoos?
and both of you, the last ones that you saw were the three who were basically being detained by the City Watch. And two of them had tattoos on their arms. One of them had them on their hand. All of them were dressed in dark leathers and dark fabrics.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of the dark fabrics.
Is this a good idea? You think we should just go up there and see what we find?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we
let's maybe hold off then, I guess.
As you sort of stand in the safe but not too distant shadows of this seemingly Zentarum outpost, you take a few minutes to figure out your next move while the DM gets a beer and pisses.
Hey, how about this? I pull out an ink pen and an ink bottle, and I want to say that I am going to try to remember the design. Actually, the design's right in front of me, right? Because it's on the
That is
on the
correct.
Yep.
So I'm going to try to here, and I roll up your sleeve, and I'm gonna start trying to copy the design onto
Oh, nice.
onto you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
familiar with the writing and inscribing of many complicated arcane glyphs and symbols, you have no problem recreating the symbol right in front of you on your
Nice work.
colleague's arm.
Sweet. I do it to Schmidt and Dante, and then I take a little bit more and do it on my left arm,
Okay.
like on the forearm. Like I just kind of bend it around and can do the same design.
All right.
How much ink did that use up?
I mean, I'd say you probably still got half a bottle left.
Okay.
Not a large bottle.
We have another tattoo artist. Well, those are like henna tattoos, huh?
Yeah, I tell him, listen, don't smear it, please.
Yeah. I keep my chainmail sleeves rolled up.
Okay.
And I also take the time right now, Fiddy, to actually spread out my coins. Like,
Spread
I
out
got a
your
couple.
coins.
Yeah, I got several gold coins. I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna put like 5 in each boot.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of spread them out like pockets wise to evenly distribute. So and then I'll probably keep like just 10, just like in the coin purse.
Okay. Love that.
Oh, that's so interesting. Why are you like the feeling of like your money all over your
No,
body? Is that
no,
a,
no, no, no,
is that what
no,
you
no.
like?
No,
Is that what you're
weird.
into?
No. That's weird. That's really weird.
Do you get
No.
like one for each nipple?
Listen, you spread the coins out, so if you get robbed, you don't lose all of the money.
Oh, robbed? You're not getting robbed.
I'm just
Silly.
saying. I'm just
Never-
saying.
No.
Haven't you ever been robbed?
No.
I'm-
silly.
I'm sorry.
Of my
Wait,
freedom.
who?
Not getting robbed.
Where are you from?
Look at us.
Where are you from?
Can take anything.
No.
I'm from this town.
Well, I know you're from this town. You know this town like the back of your hand.
A little bit. Yeah.
Come on. It's Schmidt, right? Schmidt?
Uh-huh.
And is there another, surname that goes with that? Schmidt?
No.
I don't believe you. Can I look him over and see if there's any like insignia, any kind of thing that represents his house on him in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna make a perception check. Shit.
You don't spot anything.
Yeah, no. Look, we've got enough firepower here to protect ourselves. I think we're totally fine. We're just trying to find a drunk guy who made his way home, probably got roughed up, might be dead. Hopefully not.
So, other than the symbol right now, I'll just assume you're still a good distance away. I'm just kind of pushing a potential map to you. You see this 2-story ramshackled warehouse, and the only sort of main point of entry that looks like it's used for like loading and unloading is this gate inside this really, really high outer fence that seems to block off like a loading yard.
Are we all the way up at the Three Pearls nightclub? Are we south of that?
You are on Candle, like you're sort of follow the beads, led you past Snail Street, close to the Way of the Dragon.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And you are on Candle Lane, just past Book Street, actually. Retconned.
Okay.
Hold on, let me look. Candle Lane past.
Yeah, if you just type Candle Lane on the map, that'll get you there.
Alright, let me see.
Okay, we're.
Candle Lane.
Oh yeah, this took us up pretty far.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all that nose to the ground led you a little bit further than you thought, away from the dock
investigation.
ward.
Okay. Yeah. Dragon. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Just want to make sure I know where we are. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, again, this map just really represents what you see in the far distance. Your tokens are on there for whatever.
Hey, we're really close to Serpentiers.
You've made some tattoos for yourselves. All 3 of you? Is that correct?
Yeah. I got it on everybody.
All right.
Okay.
So what's the play?
Right. So, you want to try to find a way to sneak in, or let's just walk right in? Act like you belong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Think there's a code word though?
There could be a code word. However, we could also charm our way in, maybe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do it. Let's charm our way in. Let's walk right in.
Okay. You stroll up to the outer fence. All 3 of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stand behind them, but I'm shorter than them.
We can't actually see you. You're the muscle. We can't see you.
Yep.
You approach the gate on the outer fence and see that it is not locked. And as you approach, you see that There are more other points of entry, but this one's unlocked. It appears to be the most used. But there is beyond this another front door that seems to go around. Oh, sorry, it's inside. Like as you open the door, it's inside the yard, looking at you here. Actually, let me reveal some of the map for you. So you see.
Oh.
Basically a side door, these big double loading doors, and then like another small kind of side door.
No wagons in there.
Not currently. Just like a big old pile of fucking garbage and refuse and miscellaneous broken things.
Yeah, you guys want to make it over to that door?
Yeah. Wait, which door?
Okay.
The left door? The north door?
Yeah, north door.
As you kind of move in a little bit closer and scan, you notice that like all the windows are painted over, so you're not seeing in from the outside here, and that the front door over here has what appears to be a closed off sort of sliding peephole.
Oh, this one's the entrance.
Over at that door.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know the code word, so we could try to charm, but
we know that this is the Zentarum, right?
You do, yeah.
Okay.
They got their symbol all over it. Okay.
Let's just walk right up to the door.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I'll walk right up to the door.
What is our? What are we gonna ask the Zentarum? What do we want from them?
Oh, yeah, we're here to move the pretty one.
No. Yagra sent us.
Oh, Yagra sent us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our idea. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Yagra sent us. We heard that you guys needed a little bit of muscle.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and move your tokens up to the door there, if you would, for me.
Is that this?
Sorry. Yeah, this door was the one that has the peephole built into it.
Okay, cool.
Apparently.
Yep.
And although I do my best at keeping lookout underneath of them, I wrap my cloak a little tighter, and I use the shadows of their bodies to kind of, I don't know, just to be in a little bit right now, because
Okay.
I don't want to stand out. That's all.
Okay. Yep. All right. And so you approach the door in that order. How are you opening it? Are you knocking? What are you doing?
Knock, right?
Yeah, but do like 3 knocks.
Yeah.
Okay. You do 3 strong consecutive knocks. There's no answer. Feels like at least 30 seconds have passed.
Try the door.
Okay.
While they're trying the door, I'm just looking around, seeing if there's any eyes on us. You know what I mean? Are they trying to? If it feels a little too quiet.
Yeah, I mean, you look up both stories, all the windows completely painted shut. You can't see in there, but you're not really catching any silhouettes, any lights or anything like that. But it feels strangely quiet. You try the handle, Schmidt, and it's definitely locked. But just like everything about this place, this door doesn't seem to be the sturdiest.
Ooh. Hey, might be able to kick it down.
What do I remember about the Zentarum's like design? Like is there a certain number? So what I'm trying to get at is like maybe if there's a coded knock, if there's a certain number, like in the design, is there a certain number of peaks or like obvious numbers? There you go.
Oh, well, we did the 3. Maybe we needed the 4.
Bum. Maybe.
You try 4?
Bum.
Yeah, try that.
Okay. You knock again, hearing the echoes, kind of like that sort of dampened sound from within what's clearly like some kind of storage or warehouse. And 10 seconds go by, no response. 20 seconds,
What if we just kick it?
Yeah,
no
I'm not-
response.
I'm not good at this. I can't really kick very well. We didn't even turn and look at you.
Is that
We
is that
just-
the sound? Is that the sound of Dante getting restless and kicking?
Yes.
Make an
Shoulder
athletics
it.
check, please and thank you.
I feel like I've only known these guys for too long, but they talk way too much.
Oh yeah, and like you literally like you kind of just like look at them and move, and the door just moves with you as if it's like just butter smooth, no effort whatsoever. You just fucking push your way in, and like the door just does like this almost like held moment before gravity kicks in, just boom. Like hits the ground and like dust kicks up, and you look around and see this upper balcony, second floor level, huge crates piled everywhere. Let me just go ahead and do this for you real quick.
Well, on the side, Fiddy, I have a couple questions.
Sure, yeah.
Like that you just leaned through the door.
One
Boom.
moment.
Ah.
So, where in Waterdeep are you formerly from?
Oh. Well. You know, around. I grew up on the streets.
Have you met my friend here? His name is Vague.
Where are you from?
I'm up the northern part.
Oh wait, really? Waterdeep? Oh. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sea Ward. You know where the Sea Ward is, yeah?
Yeah, that's true. I'm mostly in the Castle Wood.
Oh.
But yeah.
Ivory and Diamond Street. That's where I'm from.
Oh wow, Ivory. I don't think I've been up there.
Oh, I'm sure you've been up there.
No, that's too far north. I grew up on Copper Street.
You telling me you've never traveled within our own city?
No, I have. I've been a lot. Well, okay, yeah, no, you're not too far from Copper. I'm not. Yeah, I'm on the northern end of Castle, right where North Ward. But yeah.
Castle. 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 There are a few pretty prominent families there, aren't there?
I don't know.
Do I know any drow in the Castle District? Like any drow family names?
I don't know. Would you, Schmidt? Would you say that the drow portion of your family is well known, or maybe more more subtle, and like you're like the I'm here.
You could call
see
me
what
the Black
what
Sheep.
my family is for real.
No, it's definitely a lot more subtle than that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know off the top of your head. Like there's more drow in Waterdeep, but not in like a nice way. You're like, there's drow in our town, and I'm half drow. But
You never want to go full drow.
Yeah.
So are you full? I don't mean to be rude. Are you full drow or are you half drow?
I'm half.
Oh, okay.
Look how tanned I am.
Is your mother or father a drow?
Oh, sorry, I'd be like,
We're getting a little personal, aren't we?
yeah.
Do I?
We're getting a little personal. Let's just
So,
Carry on.
this conversation later.
as Dante, like with the greatest of ease, just sort of like one shoulder barely pushes in through the peephole door. it like dust spreads out, and you all kind of get a better look inside. Dante more than most. You see tables and chairs carelessly tossed across the floor. The corpses of a dozen men lie along the walls, their rapiers and daggers laying strewn about the floor, blood everywhere. And on the north side, beyond like the darkness of this unlit place, on the inside, you see stairs that lead upward.
Is that the only obvious like location to go? Like, there's not any doors or anything to the northern part. It's just stairs.
You just see stairs. Let me go ahead and clear a little bit more. Are you guys moving in?
And then I have a question about this room too.
Yeah. Okay.
As for my background, I have really relied on being resourceful. So, you said there were weapons strewn across the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any that look? Are there any great swords or long swords? Sorry, that look better than the one I am currently carrying, or shields? Bucklers in particular.
Nothing that looks necessarily better, but different styles. Like you see rapiers, daggers, and short swords, essentially.
Okay. I pick up a short sword and
Okay.
and a rapier.
Okay.
I don't know what I like yet. I like them all.
Oh, okay. So you're having a little sampler? Okay.
I like them all.
There were bodies here too.
There are lots of bodies strewn about. Most of them it's like overhanging like crates, like they like died there gasping, and some of them actually placed and positioned, leaned against some of the walls, both sides, east and west.
And these are also Zenturum, like all of them.
You don't at this point. You don't know.
Oh wow! Are there any
Yeah.
quarterstaves on the ground?
No quarterstaffs. No.
Oh,
I want to go up to the first guy and look to see if they have a tattoo on their arm
yeah.
or hand.
Okay. 1 second. Just as like the dust settles and the door.
I'm looking around for a quarterstaff. How come there's no quarterstaffs anywhere?
Just as the dust settles and the door kind of like finishes echoing throughout, you hear in some level of succession the sounds of bows being drawn taut. It's almost as if the knocking patterns earlier led to certain creatures waiting in ambush. And
I run.
I
run.
All three of you can make a dexterity save.
To run?
Sure.
I was looting the body. I was giving my resourcefulness. I use that body as a fucking shield.
I do
cover
not
my body with it.
do super well at dexterity.
I give myself advantage.
You could do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Okay.
the ability that gives me an advantage. Please be better. Okay, thank you.
What did you say? What kind of thing for me?
Dexterity save.
I'm using the tide.
Actually, fuck it. I'm going out the door.
I'm closer to the door too. Oh!
Thank God. Is that because I had partial cover?
Does it give you a +2 to AC?
Actually, yeah, Alatar would have partial cover behind Dante.
Oh shit.
Which let me just refresh my cover.
Wait,
lane.
Alatar has cover behind Dante?
By the way,
Yeah.
it's not a hit
Corpse.
because I have mage armor up.
Oh
which
shit, that's
my
right.
Mage armor goes up to 15.
That is correct. So what you need to do for me is, I'll do it right now. Click their mage. I don't know if you already did it. It should bring it up. I'm just curious.
I thought I clicked it.
Yeah, maybe you did. Maybe it's just not working the way I expected it to.
Maybe.
Yeah, still doing it. Okay, well, anyway. 15. Maybe I'll make a inventory item that you can toggle on and off. along with the cover being provided by Dante, at least partial, right? Because he's short, but it's not all of you. And the mage armor, you see this arrow come whizzing past him and just like hits this wall before dropping near your feet as you start to run. And sorry, what direction were you running?
To the door.
Okay.
Truthfully.
You turn all of your weight on that left foot and start pressing in that direction, but everyone can just go ahead and roll initiative first.
What level are we?
Level 1?
1.
Okay.
We are the
Just a
worst.
bunch of little babies.
Oh man.
We're the own eaters.
You see now, like, at least anyone not Alatar, you spot like a couple of these like hooded bird-like humanoids, and then you just hear them like squawking like like weird like nonsensical little phrases that they appear to be like echoing back to each other. Like,
Kinku.
cat! It's a cat! And another one appears kind of like about 12 feet up on top of this really large crate behind the other small boxes stacked on top of it. And you hear it drawing another bow, firing towards Dante. Oh boy, it's a natural 20.
Oh!
Shit.
Don't die.
And this thing, after the initial volley, and like you kind of like being turned about with Alatar fleeing behind you, like you just catch an arrow that just clips your neck as you're turning, and like you have to grab and put all of your hands, force and energy into your neck to just stem the bleeding. Alatar, you are in your body's in motion. What are you doing?
Do I see that guy?
Oh yeah. Like you hear the blood squirting, and you see the source.
Okay. As I'm running, I slam my hands together. I begin muttering a phrase, and I turn and I throw a frostbite at.
Okay.
Oh shit! Can I just drop this on that guy?
Please do that. You see the frost like completely envelops the Kenku, the bird creature.
Does he just like freeze in place and then like?
Yeah, he did not succeed on his save, which is what the X indicates. So you can go ahead and drop damage on him.
Oh shit! Okay.
So X means they failed. You do the thing.
Oh, that's sad. I thought he was dead.
He like freezes in place, and it's long enough that like it gives him pause and stops him with what he's doing. Are you continuing your move action?
Oh yeah. I'm getting the fuck out of there. He also has disadvantage on his next a weapon attack. FYI.
Okay, that's frostbite. Perfect. I will do my best to remember that. Help me if you can.
Okay.
And just the 15 feet you're holding there?
I run outside, and do I see any other bad things?
You do not.
Okay, then I stay here.
Okay. This guy. So up above on the balcony, peeking behind like another crate. Let me just show you.
Oh, guys.
This is kind of like the upstairs view, from what you can tell. If you look over here, that's above you. But for now, I'm just gonna move him onto this other, because I have this thing I'm trying that like actually measures the distance for ranged weapons and like whether there's disadvantage automatically.
Did you say this room is dark?
It's pretty dark, yeah.
Okay.
And so you hear like another bow being drawn tightly, and they fire towards the closest thing, which is Dante right now, and misses, just goes past. Peeking out past the other side of the stack of crates immediately in front of you, to the northeast, is another bow drawing bird man.
So many of them.
Oh boy. He fires and connects Dante,
No!
you take an arrow in the gut and double over,
Oh god!
Good thing we're both healers
and you
and
begin
really strong.
coughing up blood as you kneel down, unable to stand. Schmidt.
Gonna cast mage armor on myself,
Okay.
and then things might happen because of that, because of the cast.
Okay. It's not concentration, right? You just.
No, it's
Talking about
the
something else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
But that does reset your tides of chaos, right?
it does, yeah.
Okay.
So you just roll on the table.
Yep, I did that. And so essentially, you cast this spell. You feel that same strange, almost euphoric, high as fuck tingle that you feel whenever you tap into this magic that courses through your blood. In this case, you see no immediate side effects.
Oh, shit. All right, well, I just grab Dante and then I try to leave out the door.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Oh god. Oh, he's so heavy. You're still tiny. How are you so heavy?
He's dense. He's dense.
I'm gonna give myself advantage on this.
Okay.
Athletics. Yay! Yes!
Oh my god.
Ooh.
A natural 20 and a 19.
Not only do you manage to like grab Dante and pull and slide him across the dust-coated warehouse floor with ease, you do it in such a way that like the thing that clipped him went straight through, it seems, but you put the pressure on the wound and drag him with you. You with that natural 20 get your full movement speed if you want it. Where are you going with him?
Yeah, out the door. So, hang on.
You can just move your
Alright.
token and then I'll drag
There
him
it
along.
is. 30? 30. That way.
Straight that way.
Just
Okay.
out the gate.
And with ease,
Love the
Alatar,
blood splatter.
you see Dante dragging behind a dust-cleared path, just lined with dripping blood along the way.
Smart.
Dante,
Go.
with Schmidt's help here, you are barely clinging on to the world of the conscious right now. What would you like to do in this current state?
So I'm not dying?
You are not dying, but you are goddamn on the brink of dying.
Yeah, a question. Oh, yeah, I was looking. I know what I want to do. Let's see.
I'm gonna run back in there.
I don't have stats right now. When I hover over what one of my abilities is.
Oh, you can just click the magnifying glass,
Oh, okay.
and then click it again to like sort of minimize it. And then if you want to use any of those things, just drag that little icon onto your token.
So it says, okay, what I'm looking at is I have healing hands,
Yeah.
right? But I don't know what, it says one. What is that one of?
It's literally just one heal.
Point.
It's tied to your level.
Yeah, this is just
And then your other thing from your other thing is dice plus level or class level or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. And you're just gonna hear he's pissed. Donnie
Yeah.
is pissed.
Oh yeah,
He's angry.
I love that.
And where's my guy? Where is he second?
Let me
This is
zoom
down.
in for you.
Oh, oh yeah, I have the blood on my face. That makes sense. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I said.
What? What did you just do? You just like touch yourself? What happened?
Like you're
Dude,
dragging him
I'm
out. I
angry.
don't know, like, but I feel like you're probably already standing back up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pissed.
What?
Do I see this?
Yeah, probably.
Whoa. Oh, you two. God, go to that door up there. Go flank them.
This one? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Go away.
Okay.
All right. Dante, considering your state, I'd like to say that you really only were able to rally yourself there.
Yeah.
But we go back to the top of the round, and Alatar, you're up.
I'm going to stick my head out, and do I see, like, just my head, literally around the corner? Do I see any of them? Do I see all of them?
Okay, so you move up a little bit and peek in.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
All right. If I can find the skill.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. So you peek around very cautiously, and you see the moment that you kind of like get a little bit of a glimpse. You still see that one Kenku up top, like just tense, trying to. Ooh.
The bells of Notre Dame ring inside that piece of shit's head.
And,
wanna see
if
and
they-
you,
right?
you see like the dumb animal look on his face. Now make
Ah,
sure you only. I think you did the wrong one.
I did a D12 because he was already wounded.
Was he?
He was, because I hit him with the frostbolt. Or frostbite. He got hit one time.
You are correct. Thank you. And you just see him like freeze and drop the arrow that he was holding in the top bow. And he's
Okay,
just
I
like
dug-
stunned for a moment.
Back behind the door. Like,
Okay.
real quick, and then duck back again.
All right. And just as you do so, with much disadvantage, considering the cover and everything
Plus 5
else.
AC?
Yep, and the plus 5 AC. This would be a
So-
miracle. You see the one up on the balcony trying to fire a shot in your direction. Yep, that didn't work out so well for him. It literally is sticking somewhere on the inner wall. Schmidt, what are you doing?
I run up this way and I try the door. I have enough to double move. I actually can't make it all the way there
Okay.
unless I'm somehow faster than normal.
Not unless you're doing a double move. No.
No, okay.
You
Well,
at least.
I am doing. Well, it's like that's all I can do, right?
Yeah,
Is a double.
yeah. You run up to it with
Yeah.
a double move. You can check the door handle and see that it is locked. But much like the peephole door, this door
Yeah.
is not much to speak of in terms of structural integrity.
I yell at Dante. You could go right through it.
Which
Done.
one?
I point at the door that I ran to.
Hey, conveniently enough, Dante, it's your turn.
Yeah. I was just looking at shit, an ability here. Okay. Yep. I have a lot of. I was looking also at my inventory. 'Cause I have a lot of things right now.
Mm.
I mean, I am looking like a. I should have weapons all over my body right now. I have a lot.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna come up here to where. Calling me back. That's even past my distance.
Yep. So what you can do is actions in combat. You know, you've got like dash, which allows you to do a double move.
dash.
There are things like, you know, charge, where, or at least, I mean, I'm okay with you trying to do a charge. I don't know if it's in 5th edition, to be honest. But you know,
it didn't work out great last time.
okay, all right. So you run up to position.
With that being said, on my run up, I do have a shield on my back.
Yep.
So I take that out and I use it in the front.
Okay. All right. And I believe I do have that marked on there. Yeah. Your AC is 18, so you should be good. Okay. Nothing is seemingly moving on the inside. Everything's quite still and quiet to you all out here for now.
Okay. I'm going to move up and around, like I don't want to go right through the door, but I want to get up to the big double doors.
Okay.
And seeing that they're about to break into that door, I want to, as they're about to shoulder in, so I'm waiting for them to do something, but as they're about to do it, can I Can I toll the dead the door?
Which door?
The big double doors here.
No, I mean,
Like I
so
want to do it as a sound diversion.
a
So
lot
if
of
it's not,
there's a lot of cases where I think something creative like that could be interesting, but Toll the Dead, unfortunately, is very much. Let me just double check. It's very much like an in your mind sort
Sure.
of thing.
How about, are there any giant pieces of wood on the ground?
Yeah, there's lots of like scrap and just fucking wood
Okay, I pick up a
planks.
huge 2x4 and get ready to slam it into it to make a really loud noise as a diversion to try to cover up their sound as they break in.
Okay. And like, how would you describe your approach? Like, are you athletic, acrobatic?
I'm definitely not, well, as much acrobatic as I can be. I doubt this seems more like a athletic thing, but
Yeah.
we'll see how loud I can be.
All right. We'll pick your poison and give me a skill check on your approach here.
All right,
Okay.
that's about right. That's about right. That's
All
fine.
right. All right. And let's see. Got. Okay. So as you run by and scoop up the plank, there is a shot fired at the open door, destroyed previously. But you just hear a bowstring snap and like a like some kind of like curse just echoed from within. Nothing comes flying in your direction, and you just go banging on the door. Creating quite a cacophony of noise and just ruckus. Schmitty, what are you doing?
My gosh. Try to bust down this door.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah.
Mustering strength that impresses you, Dante. You see the fancy ascot wearing dark skin half drow just go kicking or like how are you doing this?
Just shouldering it.
Just shouldering
I'm
it.
not, I shouldn't be doing it like this.
I inspired you earlier.
Yeah,
I know it.
yeah. The door proves no match, and you just hear like a splintering, cracking sound. It just goes crashing forward.
Yes. Awesome. And then I run in if I can, or I attack if I see anyone right there.
So as the door busts open, you see like another kind of wing, I guess you could say, to the opposite side of the stairs of just open space, but again like lots of just storage.
Yeah.
And immediately you find that you are pretty well covered here, and like this door doesn't seem well used. Like these boxes were stacked up and piled in front of it.
Shit. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So it looks like there's cover. I want to see from here. Can I see any targets?
You could if you climbed up a little bit on the boxes in front of you, or kind of wedged yourself into the one a little bit more to the east.
Yeah, I'm gonna wedge myself right there.
All right. So you kind of go plowing in, look around, and like wedge yourself and look up, and you do indeed spot. Let me just pull him up here. This guy, like, sort of fumbling over his broken bowstring, like, trying to piece the thing together. And you see him just, like, frustratingly reaching for, like, a short sword at his side.
Ha! Jesus, that's loud.
Natural 20. Holy shit. Unnatural 20. Roll damage.
God damn.
You just hear like "Rah!" as like you can see like the singed burnt feathers kind of like dropping slowly off of its scorched back as it turned towards you, and you see him like screaming at some of like the crates and maybe some rooms to the north of him, like somewhere over here, like as if he's yelling at like another friend.
Yeah. And if I have enough movement, I'll just go back so I can get more cover.
All right, Dante.
And I tell Dante exactly where they are. I'm like, to the right, above that box.
I have a spell called Light, and I'm curious. I have a question about how that works. It says components it needs V and M. It's fire, phosphorus.
For you, it's an innate ability.
Okay.
So let
That's even better.
let me just rectify that and done.
Thanks, dude. Well, with that being said, I take one of my 3 short swords and I cast light on it.
Okay.
And then I think that's an entire action. Is that right?
It is an entire action. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna move in. These are these crates that are cover from like covering the structure.
You would have to duck, but it's not too hard for your short stature.
I'm not that tall, and I have a shield too.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
But you
yeah.
are illuminating
That's
things
true.
around you with your. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me a second.
And you're holding there.
I'm already tired. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we come back here, and you see, well, you hear the sounds. Oops, I don't know, why is that happening? Let me clear something. Let me try this. There we go. You hear the sound of, and because you're ducking down, right? So you don't have like clear line of sight on this. But you hear
Exactly.
where you can imagine that thing was. You hear like this loud thump, drop, and you hear like a creaking every now and then. And it sounds like, there's movement, but you're not sure exactly where.
Mm-hmm.
And I need Dante and Schmidt to make. Actually, no, don't do anything. I'm gonna do. It's gonna be your passive perception checks, whether you hear or have an idea of what's going on here. Let me just trying some new things. Give me a second. Use my dice tower to hide this one. Because I like the open rolls, but certain things like this. So, you both believe that that the guy that was up there shooting arrows is kind of like creaking his way towards you with his sword out. And you saw that, Dante. The noises you're hearing give you the impression that like he's kind of creeping towards you, but it's got like this horror movie moment, like where you're not sure if it's like there or up above, but you do know it's getting closer and closer and closer.
Bring it.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear like this slashing sound from up above and against the wall. Like you see this bird like reaching down from above you, slashing, but you've got quite a bit of cover, and it's easy enough for you to just get your shield up between like the wooden crate and the attack, and like you just completely like wall yourself in, and it misses. Alatar. You hear the door. Yeah, you're kind of like, the distractions helped a bit.
Yeah, I drop all that, and I just want to go to the door here, and I want to just listen to see if anybody's trying to come through this way,
Okay.
like, or they're trying to drop down and around.
With your passive perception, like as you approach the door, you hear, not unlike what the other two were hearing, like just the creaky floorboards, but you hear this from up above on the upper level, probably where those arrows were flying down from, and they all sound like they're moving north now, repositioning, probably to the other two who are with you.
Okay, I'm gonna stick my head out, and I'm gonna cast very similar frostbite.
Okay. And because this is at like somewhere up there.
Shit.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Actually, it would have to be only up to here because I think frostbite's only 60 feet.
So depending on how well you think you can pinpoint these noises, I need you to make a perception check, and that's going to determine whether you're rolling with advantage or disadvantage right now. Okay. With disadvantage, go ahead and I'll just throw this guy's visibility up so you can target him. With disadvantage, roll to hit. Okay. You've made your presence very known, and the Kenku kind of running like immediately stops and like slides down and posts up against like one of the larger pillars holding up the guard railing up here. Hey, wait, he's still
He failed his roll
Oh shit, you're right.
because it was a save.
Wow. Oh shit! It's just a saving throw. So you see him like slide down and post up, and you immediately just blast right into him, and he just freezes in place for a moment. And is this the one that gives them disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that X on him for now, just so I can remember that.
Okay. And then I duck back behind the door.
Okay. Dante, like you're blocking this thing. You feel the weight of him like push, and you hear him like screaming again to the north, and you hear like more sort of creaking, and you're not sure where it's coming from exactly, but it's definitely like to the east of you, like somewhere over here-ish. But you know it's very clear that they're playing hide and seek as they move.
Dude, you know, well, this is what I wanted to do from the very beginning.
Not your
That
turn
short
yet.
sword.
I'm just letting you know. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know that you are the one that hears this. I apologize. And there's really nothing else going on over there other than it just sounds like it's getting closer and closer. So sorry. It's just sort of a status update. Now with disadvantage, this guy immediately, despite whether you're there or not, fires a retaliatory shot with his short bow. And again, like must be because it's still kind of like frostbitten and brittle, but you just hear like this snapping sound, like and you hear like a dropping, clanging noise as the bow part of the bow just falls to the ground. He's kind of disguised right now, though. You hear more noises, Dante and Schmidt, to the south and to the east, kind of like moving and creeping along on the floors. What are you doing, Schmidt?
Yeah, I reach a hand out to Dante. I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna wrap around. When they're shooting at me, you shoot at them. Then I get all the way to here, so that way I have cover from like this direction. And then as soon as I hit that wall,
as soon as you hit that wall, you are looking eye to eye with the Kenku up top, who's like literally like on top of like the crates, sword down, pressed into Dante's shield, and he kind of just like looks over at you with his beak pointing right at you.
Oh shit, that's right.
He's kind of like on there.
Shit.
Like you scorch the wall, like the dust is like giving you like that burnt heater I haven't been used in months kind of smell.
Oh, no.
And like he's just like snoring, and he's like clacking and like clearly like gesturing, and you see creeping along not too far from you, along the base of the large crate, this other bird creature, short drawn, now like kind of clocking himself straight towards you.
Okay, I use the rest of my 10 feet of movement to go back this way.
Okay.
Hopefully, half cover, small cover from that barrel or something.
Dante, you hear that?
Okay.
It is well lit in this room.
Yeah,
Just
with the sword light and the fire blast.
Since the fire hit that wall there, is there any chance it might catch on fire?
No. No, I mean, like it kind of like burns up with the dust and the cobwebs and shit pretty quickly, but dissipates before anything really catches.
So, did I still hear that noise from over here? Did that guy show him?
Yeah, both from that direction you just highlighted and the semi-visible guy that Schmidt clocked, who you don't really have eyes on, to the southeast. Like you're kind of hearing like these creaking noises, and you heard some distant sort of echoey sounds from up above in the rafters as well, just a moment ago.
Okay. Well, I am going to climb up over this box.
Okay.
Jump down, stab with my short sword that's out on this guy.
Okay.
Where's my
So
shield?
kind of like pushing up with the shield. You're just doing
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a counterattack.
Leading with the shield, I kind of push up against it. I hope I kind of push him over the box as I come up over it. I hope I push him off and then
Okay.
use the height advantage to jump on him.
Okay.
I don't have a short sword right now, so
Oh, it should be on your.
I have hand axes and long swords. That's
I
all.
see.
Which
I
one
see it
change?
on your actions tab.
Really? Oh, maybe I need to change my thing. Oh, there we go. Yep.
And you doing the short sword?
Yep.
Okay. All right, roll to hit.
Because that's what I had out.
You climb up and you're managing to like still fend the guy off, but he manages to quickly dodge your short sword
Okay.
slash. And you're locked in engagement there. I imagine you're still holding.
Yep.
Okay. The guy you're locked in with takes his short sword and commits to the duel. Essentially, swings back at you, and you just fucking force the blade against the wall.
17 missed. Holy
Oh, yeah.
crap.
Thanks,
Just
shield.
barely with that
and
shield out.
AC.
Alatar.
Looking at the doors, the double doors that are
Yeah.
in front of me, do they look like they could slide open?
They look like they could, but they don't appear to be unlocked at the moment.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go down here, and I want to
Okay.
peek my head in again, see what I see.
Okay. Based on what you heard earlier, between your passive investigation and your passive perception, you're pretty sure that guy up top who you frostbit isn't going to be shooting any more arrows at you for the moment. But
Okay.
you do see him scrambling and kind of moving along the guardrail up there.
Which way? This way?
Yeah, like up over there. Yeah.
Like he's moving in that direction?
Yeah, kind of like creeping and watching and like blade out but pointing back behind him. He's just kind of like looking around.
Okay. I am going to. Oh, this is so fucking stupid. I'm gonna just whatever it takes to get over here and get cover, and that'll
Okay.
probably be my whole action.
Yeah, I mean, I think with what is your movement, 30?
Yeah, it's 30, so 35 feet.
We just call that a single move. That's close enough. So you kind of like push in and run behind those crates. And let's see.
Do I see any baddies?
Just double checking something. So as you run in, you get the sense that there's a movement to the north of you, but you don't specifically clock anyone or anything. Oh.
Okay.
You get the sense that there's a lot going on all past that line of crates up there.
Okay, so I can't really see anybody from here.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. Then I'm going to go up there.
Okay, doing a double move?
Yeah, I'll just use my whole action to run over there. I don't see anything. Run all the way up to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you're up there,
And
why
that'll
don't,
be my whole action.
why don't you use a bonus action just to make like a quick sort of do I hear anything perception check as you're moving up.
Oh.
Oh. Not sure why it's with disadvantage. That's weird.
I didn't see. What was the other one? I didn't see it.
It said drop to 10, so I mean it would have been a 13. So as you kind of like lock in a position, you can't really pinpoint it, but everything that you kind of sensed is true. You kind of hear movement roughly around here, movement roughly around here, but you don't see any forms. They're doing a pretty good job concealing themselves behind all of the various crates and just crap built up in here. And as you position yourself, sorry, I skipped some stuff. I just drop back a second. You finally do hear some pretty significant movement, and you see a creature kind of move quickly behind this sort of structural pillar to over here behind these crates. You just see like real quick, and before you know it, like you don't see it at all. You hear more movement up above on the second floor to the like kind of moving further north, like it's trying to get closer and closer to the stairwell. And then you eventually hear very, very close to you, loud creaking, and you see a creature just barely through like the crates and barrels just to the northwest of you, a form moving towards the stairs, which Schmidt you now see is another Kenku that's
Where-
kind of on the ground level pushing in towards you.
Are these the stairs, by the way?
They are, yeah. They go
Okay.
up to the upper level. And so, short sword drawn, trying to hack at you. You are pretty well stuffed behind a very large barrel right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna straight up give him disadvantage instead of adding some cover in. So he swings 15. You manage to like kind of duck behind him, and he misses. It's your turn.
Huh. Let's see. Can I? Let's see. Is it disadvantage if I shoot firebolt at him?
It is
I don't know if
potentially
there's-
depending on the range. Any spell attack that's treated like a range attack like that, it still suffers from the penalties of being too close. But I think you might be just far enough.
Okay.
You have to try and see.
If I. All right. Let's try it.
It'll auto add the disadvantage if it's close. Too close.
Okay.
Mm.
Ooh.
You reach through the crack between you, the barrel, and that wall, and just blast the fire through there. And this thing like scorched back and falls back in. Like Dante, you hear this blast just to the north of you as you still are trying to like locked in with this other Kenku.
Oh.
Are you holding here, Schmidt, or doing anything else? Technically not in melee yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna let's see. That's 5, 10, 20. Don't move me. I'm just measuring.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna stay right here.
You gonna hold there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay right here.
All right. Dante.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that attack that he just swung at me with,
Mm-hmm.
Hell
I
yeah.
want it to feel like a really elegant the way it just feels natural to Dante in fighting. So like he dodged it, maybe like just kind of sidestepped it, to
Yeah.
then stab upwardsly like through the mandible of this
Okay.
this bird.
All right. You still using
The
the short sword? All right.
Yep, short sword. It is glowing, by the way.
Okay. Yep.
I hope that's really kind of fucking with this bird's perception. It goes, vroom, vroom. It's like this light that's just like really bright white, blindingly white.
I like it.
Some would say. All right. Sorry. Action bar out here.
Oh yeah. You bring like that blazing light of a short blade up
And-
around on him.
I don't know if this is possible, but one thing I would like to do, as it doesn't have to do any damage by any means, is I wanted to kick his carcass or kick his body. Like as I stab, I want to kick his, leave the blade embedded in him,
Okay.
and then kick his with all my fucking gladiator strength, kick his body towards where I heard the other noises.
Okay.
This way.
Yeah, I like to imagine that you've pretty much like stabbed the sword down into him. It's glowing out, and you just send the body kicking and rolling awkwardly with the blade stuck in it, like end over end, back and away. And you are now sort of standing. Are you still standing like up on the crates where you were fighting?
I'm standing behind this dead body with shield in front of me, with crates behind me.
Okay. I mean, like, and from that vantage point, at least for a moment, you see directly north of you, Schmidt kind of like locked in with this other wounded
I mean,
Kenku.
this guy did just get a bunch of fire
Yeah.
and embers in his
Yeah,
chest.
he's kind of like reeling back around you. And you're holding there, Dante?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where the light would be.
Yeah, perfect. He is done.
Oh,
Alatar.
wait, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I'm standing right in the middle of the light. But yeah, that's fine. I'm standing here for now.
Okay. I want to I assume that these barrels right here, these two round ones,
Yeah.
are they like pretty normal size,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
pretty big barrels?
Yeah.
I'm gonna crouch run like up to here to get some cover,
Okay.
and I want to see what I can see.
All right. So as you sort of crouch run up there, give me a quick perception check, because there's a lot of
Roll.
sneaky shit going on right now. Oh yeah. All right. So you kind of post up, and as you do this, I mean, one, you see Dante's bloodbath display come like spinning awkwardly end over end with the sword hilt clunking into the ground and really fucking the physics up. And to the northwest, you see, like, reeling backwards away from the west side of the staircase, a sort of, like, flaming Kenku. But more importantly, just to the north of you, you spot just a hint of movement as, like, another one seems to be settling in and drawing a bowstring. And it's definitely looking to the south right now.
Oh.
But it's your turn.
I don't think he takes any damage then, does he?
No, so that success means let's just check. That's your
That's a
frostbite. Because some spells that require saves, but like aren't attack rolls like that.
On a failed save, the
Sometimes-
target takes.
Sometimes they still have like a failed thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's fine. He
He's
doesn't
fine.
get anything.
Okay.
Okay,
So, yeah.
I crouch down, hoping to get as much cover as I possibly can.
You do that, leaving behind like the outer edge of the crates that are covering him, frost covered, but unfortunately he himself is fine. And as you crouch down, giving yourself a ridiculous amount of cover, he still attempts to fire his short bow at you. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Whoa!
I was close.
Wow. Well, I guess.
Well-
Oh yeah. He had a bunch of minuses applied, but his bonuses had it result in a -2 bonus.
Oh my god.
He had -7 on that roll.
Jesus.
So you duck down, and the arrow flies through the dilapidated shit barrel and just punches through one end of it, and the piercing end comes out the other side right into you. And you take 9 points of damage.
Yep, I'm out.
It punches through that shit real hard.
God damn it! Through a barrel?
Yep. Dante, you definitely you kind of get a sense of what just happened, though you're not entirely sure. You're not used to things falling that easily. And
Whoa, come on! Hey now!
hey,
He just fell like 2 rounds ago!
you see kind of like still recoiling back, like the other sort of scorched bird in front of you goes moving back in and trying to slice and hack around the barrel with its short sword.
I dodge! I dodge!
It manages to connect. Stop rolling so high. Schmidt gets slashed for a ridiculous amount of damage, all things considered, but it is your turn.
Oh,
I forgot how much level 1 sucks.
Dante, need help! And then
Everybody needs help.
So I'm in melee range, right?
You are at this point, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. Fuck. I'm gonna shocking grasp this guy. Just gonna reach
Okay.
out and like, fuck you.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
shoot.
connect. You grab that blade and send it right back to him, and like the two of you are just this haggard pair of like kind of slumped over. You're clutching the sword. He's trying to grip the sword and put some force behind it, but quite can't because he's so fucking shocked right now.
Yeah.
And the two of you just remain there.
And no, and then I run
Oh,
because he has no reactions.
with shocking
He got
grasp.
shocked. Ah,
Ooh.
with the last little bit that I have.
Can't take
Like,
reactions.
throw-
Holy shit! Yeah, he's just like standing there dazed.
Ah, then I run. back behind this barrel here.
With every ounce of energy you have, leaving behind a trail of blood, you go running back towards the side door that Dante you busted through. And are you saying anything, or you're just kind of like so out of it that you just?
Oh, I'm not leaving. I'm just getting under cover.
Yeah.
I yell to Dante. I'm like, "Get him! He's I got a bandage."
Okay. He's still in the race because this light lasts for an hour.
Yeah, it's still on. I just kind of hit it for like let me see. It's like
There we go.
is it 20 feet?
Okay.
Yeah, you
20
do
feet.
it.
Yep.
Good, perfect.
Okay. I want to take. What was it? Checking my inventory because I had 2 eye thoughts in this. Shit. Okay.
The short sword's in that body right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take one of my hand axes out, and I'm gonna throw it at this guy that's standing.
Okay. All right. You just sort of take that thing out and.
Yeah. So after I kick that guy off, I reach from behind like this slot from behind my back, almost in one this kick was just an anticipation of this motion, which then anticipates this motion, and then he throws this knife.
The only distinction that's important with your hand axes is with ranged. The damage is different, so make sure that you're using the one that's got like the bomb range symbol on it.
I see that. Okay.
Because it doesn't take into account your dueling feat. It's only for melee.
Oh,
but you have no problem just fucking hurling that hand axe right at this injured guy, and he just drops, slumps against that same barrel to the north of you.
And then I move quickly, shield facing this direction.
Okay.
And I get over to use this huge box as cover to my south and east.
Okay.
And then I
kind of just shove some barrels out of the way.
Yeah. And however much, I didn't see what it was about right here. So let's see. Here. It's like that, so 15 feet. And then I guess however much you'd let me push his body this way.
Okay.
Out of the light is kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get him.
I'd say at this point, you've taken action. You've taken a small portion of your move, but like with a protective stance. If you get me an athletics check somewhere above a 12 right now, I'll allow you to kind of like basically shuffle backwards to kind of end it all here.
Athletics?
Yeah. It's looking for a 12.
No.
So you get into position and immediately see that the Kenku to the north of you, who did this, from what you can surmise pretty quickly, has already got another arrow knocked, and if you fucking move right now, you or the mage that just got geeked is gonna get fucking nailed with another shot. So it's all you can do to hold your ground with that shield right now.
I don't have good footing. I felt it.
Yeah. All right, we go back to the top of the order. Alatar, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Well, I definitely think it should be this, so don't tell us what it is.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, I will not tell you what that is. I wonder if it'll show you. I'm gonna mark it on your sheet. Don't look at your. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can keep a memory. All right. You hear Dante like some coughing and wheezing behind you, but there's not a lot of motion going on, and it's kind of like chilling and disturbing right now with how little movement the mage is giving you.
Stay with me, mage.
Shield up with a small amount of cover since that barrel just kind of got exploded. The arrow that bird has knocked is flying towards you with your shield right now.
Oh.
And you fucking managed to just block it. You hear as you sort of like the thwang of that thing connecting with the wood settles, you hear like the creaking and kind of like look up to the balcony around you. Can't quite place it, but it sounds like whatever's up there is coming closer and closer to the stairs. And we come now to Schmidt.
Okay. So I hear like stair action.
You hear like more like up on the floorboards creaking up above on the upper level right now.
Okay. I'm going to get up on top of this box Right up in here.
Mm-hmm.
I
Dante's
don't
box. Yeah.
I don't think I can see him, and he can't see me from here.
You
Well,
you can make
maybe
a
the
perception
light.
check. You can make a
I-
perception check.
I want to make
He-
sure he
he can-
can't see me. Rather,
Yeah.
Okay, you would be like enveloped in some of the light coming out from the short sword in the bird
Yeah.
corpse.
the light's fine. I just want to
Yeah.
make sure. Okay, so then here to here. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna cast minor illusion. I'm gonna put like a 5-foot cube, like a wall in between this Kenku and them, so that way they
Okay.
have full cover. Right, basically they
Okay.
like Kenku should not be able to see them at all.
Yeah. Okay. All
So
right.
it's like just like a giant box just appears right there, blocking their vision.
Oh
Like,
shit!
all of a
nice.
sudden, like this wall materializes as if it's always been there. And for all intents and purposes, visually, there is a wall between you and him and the other part of the warehouse.
And I yell, "Get out of there! Just go!"
Get moving.
Okay. Are you holding there, Schmidt? What are you doing?
I can maintain that, right? Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Minor
duration's a minute.
illusion, It's a
Ooh,
minute.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a
It's a minute.
concentration, so it's literally
yeah.
just placed.
Okay. So yeah. So then I just fucking run. How much? That was like 10 to get up there, so I'll just like 20
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
I can kind of run past like the heap of
So
garbage
yeah,
outside.
and like my goal is to like come down here and then come back up
Okay.
here if I need to.
All right, Dante.
So with
Like 1 hit point.
with my shield facing north and everything, I still, even with that illusion, I reach out and I touch the forehead of Aladar. Use healing hands,
Okay.
Oh shit!
Okay.
and I can't, it won't let me drop it on his body right now.
I got you. Yeah, I think he's untargetable because of his current state, but they.
So it's only 1 hit point, but it's probably gonna be enough to get us the fuck out of here. Now I don't know how movement or anything goes, but I want to stay with him.
So
to
basically,
move with the shield.
you've used your action to basically bring him back just barely into the realm of the consciousness. If you want to move with him, you would have
Mhm.
to hold your action until
Mhm.
the next round. Beyond that, and then he would have to
Could
wait
I-
for you.
Help him at least like a third of my move out of the
Oh
light.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, if you wanted to try to like carry him again, you've basically taken an action with that
Yeah, yeah.
ability.
Okay, yeah.
So now, if you wanted to, you could give me an athletics check if you want to try to move
okay.
with him.
Yeah, let's try this again.
Depending on your success, you might be moving at like no speed or half speed, maybe full speed, but pretty unlikely. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, with that business, I'd say you can move easily, still shielding at half your normal speed, so up to like about 15 feet.
15. Okay. So let's get cover over this way. Keep everything behind us still.
Okay. So kind of like pushing yourself between those crates there.
No shit. Yeah, sorry. I'm redefining which way we're going here. Right here. We're just staying up against this.
Okay. All right. All right. Shield up using all of your strength you can muster. You carry the breathing and slightly eye-opened mage with you a little bit further south. Alatar, welcome back.
As I'm being carried away, I want to Tom Hanks from Saving Private Ryan at the very end when he's got his pistol and he's firing like Captain Tank. I totally want to do that shit.
Okay.
Is there? Well, so I guess I'm all the way back
Magic
here.
missile.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
I wish magic missile.
Oh,
That
man.
shit doesn't miss.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to get some line of sight on him. And you see like these cold daggers just like forming and stab into the bird creature who's like sort of perched up above his cover, watching as Dante drags you away.
And he has disadvantage.
Oof, okay.
And then I'm gonna just like crawl.
What-
Take it out.
You're crawling away from the shield of Dante?
I'm crawling into the boxes.
Okay, just making sure.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Let's just kill him.
That creature. Let's
There's more
see,
coming down the
with-
stairs.
with disadvantage, and cover, in Dante's favor. Fires his frozen grip on his bow.
Drop.
And Dante, you managed to just kind of like deflect the shot, although it was looking pretty good.
Yeah,
You
scary.
dropped 20, man. Come on.
Schmidt, you're like staggering outside, wondering about the rest of your payment and your choices tonight.
Were the double doors ever opened?
No.
Okay.
And if someone on the opposite side could talk to you, they'd probably tell you that like they have like that big inner bar set in on them.
Sure. I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna double move.
Okay.
Are you guys? What are you guys doing?
We're getting out of here.
I mean,
Okay,
benefit of the doubt. I mean, like if you're just kind of going right to that door, I call it a single move for now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then if
Close enough.
I want to ready an action that if I see any enemies within range, I will
Okay.
shoot fireball at them.
Okay.
120-foot range.
Holy
I mean, I don't
shit.
think I can see this guy back there. But
Yeah.
But there is light where he's gonna be standing soon.
it's true. I'm readying an action, so if they move into my vision, I shoot
It's 120 feet. You could
fireball.
could you see him? Could he see him?
I don't think I can see them. From
There is
Like,
light
there's all
on
this
the
shit in
body
way,
right at the
and
base of the stairs.
Well, I also put like that wall there, so I don't know. Like,
Oh, yeah.
much-
All
What's
right.
the radius on light?
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Yeah.
My thing beeped at me. All right. I'm gonna keep pushing.
20 foot. Oh, okay, perfect.
What's his lips, Alatar, with me.
Okay. You see him like he blasted the guy and just like slumped out behind you, and you just hear like this thump as he's sort of like laying down behind you in the crates right now to the east.
Yeah.
Grab him
And
again.
Oh.
I'm gonna use a dash or whatever I have to do to get us out of here.
Okay. All right. Give me one more athletics check.
Hey. Yeah.
You try to grab this dead weight, almost dead weight.
I'm afraid of this.
I mean, like whether you're fucking scooping him up like bodyguard moment or what, or dragging him with ease. Either way, the style's up to you. But you've got.
I throw his arm over my shoulder, and that way I can keep him in front of me and the shield behind us as I push him towards the door.
Without hindrance or a slowdown, like you could take your full movement, whether that's a 30 or a double 60.
Okay, I say let's move, and then move out this door.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
try to kill him. I'd say as I'm passing Schmidt.
Don't
I
worry,
don't like him.
that was my favorite dagger. I'm coming back for it.
Alatar, your arm over the shoulder, kind of out of control of your own body right now. What are you doing?
I'm looking at my hand, and there's just like little bits of frostbite on my fingertips.
Yeah, like your fingernails
just-
are blue and purple underneath.
It's like that.
That's cool.
Like a fucking concussion grenade went off in my ears.
Mm.
And I'm just staring at my fingers. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay with
Okay.
my boy.
All right. You still holding Schmidt? See, like hood drawn low, like kind of peeking up, clearly injured. This bird kind of like drawing a bow and looking in your the general direction of the door. But because you were holding, you can react first if you like. Clue.
Are you
Yep.
reacting with
Yeah,
the
yeah. I'm
fireball?
gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Shit. Oh my god, a hit!
You managed to hit.
And it's so fucking loud.
And you see this thing blast back and kind of drop its bow, and you just hear like,
Ha ha!
Did we see any more? Like, did we just see 3 of them?
You kept
We
hearing
heard
one
more.
up above that was heading
Yeah.
towards the stairs fairly regularly. You have not really laid eyes on it yet.
Okay.
But Schmidt, are you doing anything else?
Oh, if it's my turn,
It's back to kind of being your
is
normal
back to my
turn,
turn.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Fucking run.
Okay.
Fucking run that shit.
Okay, you run towards the slightly ajar gates of
Yep.
the fenced-in yard.
Oh,
Dante, you still kind of dragging Altar. Hear the fire blast as Schmidt runs past you. What are you doing?
I keep moving with us, all together.
Okay. At this point, you kind of Altar pretty locked in.
Yeah.
Up to you. You don't hear a hot pursuit, and the last thing that any of you saw would be Schmidt, which was these guys weren't in the best shape either. What do you want to do?
I
I think we need to get out of here.
We should resume the investigation another night.
Have you found sleep before? Not on the floor of.
Did you find it?
I'm finding it right now.
Yep.
It's,
Okay, we go.
it's getting dark, I think.
All right, what
Stay
places
with me,
around
big
us?
guy.
Like,
What places around us?
Alatar very clearly probably has a concussion.
Wait, how tall is Altar?
He's like 6'2".
Oof.
Oh God.
Oof.
Stay awake. Stay awake. Manareth. Let's see. What else?
Are we moving
I
out?
mean, the flounders close by. We could. Let's see. What else is close? Nope. That's about the closest.
Mhm.
Not bad place to go.
Okay.
So, if we go up, what lane is this? Candy Lane? I forgot.
Candle Lane
Candle Lane.
to Book Street.
Yeah, it's a Book Street. There's a friendly flounder. It's an
Mm.
unspectacular fare with modest structure.
Is you're all kind of like dragging your asses out of there, leaning on Dante.
I mean, yeah, I think like closest sanctuary is gonna be a little too far across town. I get the sylph, but nah, it's too far away.
Okay. Are you doing anything in your retreat right now, or just trying to get the fuck out of there?
I suggest we keep going.
Yeah, I keep going.
I can't. I'm tired. I sleep.
And like I'm kind of doing this awkward fireman carry to you because you are 6'2" and I am 4'10",
Yeah, I'll help. I'll definitely help.
and like you're fireman carrying over my shoulder, but your feet still hit the ground on the side.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I can
So you're kind of like walking a little bit with your toes.
I love it. I'm like trying to like sideways.
Yeah.
Schmidt just like rolled backwards on the ground.
Yeah, I tripped over myself. I'm fuck. God damn it. Yeah.
Okay. All
That's what
right.
we gotta do.
All right. You managed to fall back from the warehouse. You don't really hear or notice anything on the retreat. Like Dante, a little more burdened and aren't able to kind of clock things in a way that you normally would. And despite your delirious state, Altar, you and actually Dante would both probably be kind of clued into the fact that Zentarm don't work with Kenku.
Have you guys thought about Kinku as not being gang members?
Yeah, that is really weird. Really weird. Also, I think there's a temple nearby, actually.
Were they wearing Xanthar
Have
garb?
Wait,
Dante,
yeah.
you above anyone else in this collective outfit know that Kenku are favored resource of the Xanathar Guild.
Hmm.
Oh shit.
Xanathar versus Zentarum.
That's what they're here.
Shit.
I get it now.
Okay, so we can go to a temple, maybe get some healing. Would that be
Yes.
better?
Yes.
Mm,
All right, let's go
I-
south.
I
Anybody?
don't really believe in that mumbo jumbo.
I was gonna say,
but,
anybody here believe in Liara or Helm? Huh?
no. God's never
I've read
given
a
me
book.
anything.
I read
Ah.
3 books about them. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
All right, let's go to the Temple of Good Cheer. It's pretty close.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
just down the way of the dragon.
Okay.
I
Uh,
like cheer.
You make a slow go of things, but I don't know. It's just like Dante like dragging or carrying in two
Is there like a
corpses
rickshaw?
to the ER. Yeah.
Are there any rickshaws or what do we got for?
Wait, Cook, I thought you were still doing okay though, right? Aren't you?
I have 1 hit point.
Well, you're doing okay. You guys are both doing great.
What?
Yeah. Just want to say I sort of find my feet a little
Hmm.
bit
Sort of.
as we're walking.
Stumble. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Still have a concussion, still very...
I helped them. They can both like use me as like a crutch a little bit, you know.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Mm,
Yeah.
You
I've-
stagger your way into the temple, and you see this almost just cliche kind of like old priest. And sorry, what was the temple you were going to?
Temple of Good Cheer.
Temple.
We need some cheer. We need
Temple
some cheer.
of Good Cheer.
Yeah. Well,
I,
it's either that or Helm. I don't know if there's one that's better than the other.
Yeah, no, okay.
Cheer sounds
As we-
great.
as we
Lilara, huh?
approach the guy, I'm like really out of it. And I like reach into my shirt and I pull out this medallion and I hold it up.
Is that the unicorn?
El Torchol. El Torchol.
This old
And,
guy, this old guy is like the symbol of LaRue. Why, I don't see that very often.
El
Ooh.
Torchol. We need a place to stay.
Whoa.
Can we stay here?
What
Have a little bit of...
what servant of Lyra would I be if I said no? And he kind of like gestures inside, almost like parting the way while stroking his beard, and you see like a couple other street urchins kind of like hold up. You see 3 little kids actually, kind of like everyone in here, it's late at night, everyone in here is kind of like under blankets, sort of asleep, and you see like huddled together around blankets next to like the only open bed that this guy sort of pointed to, where the 3 of you can kind of like sit down. Whether or not you decide someone gets to lay down is up to you. And like the little kids are kind of like giggling and playing games, and they kind of look at you. Like one of them looks up and he's got like just that like little street urchin kind of popper voice, like, what y'all been up to? Don't look too good.
Have you ever gotten your ass handed to you by a bird?
No.
It's not fun.
The other 2 kids
Not
are kind of
fun.
like giggling, like by a bed. What's he mean?
Okay. I want to. Okay. Hey, boy, come over here. Oh,
who,
wow.
Who, me? And like the
Hey.
the larger sort of dark skinned boy kind of like comes
Yeah.
over like,
Yeah.
oh,
And then I procure 1 gold, and I'm like, hey, I'm just holding it in my fingers. Do you
he's like just like
see any
slow
birds around?
motion, like he's like inflicting slow motion on himself, like
Yeah,
reaching
yeah.
for it, like.
And I'm kind of like dancing the coin around, like, if you see any birds around, poking around this area, you'd like to let us know about things like that, right? And then I kind of airplane it to him a little bit.
We see lots of things.
Yeah. You know, just let me know if you see any bird people coming around these parts. Yeah,
You want me to keep a lookout?
keep on the lookout.
He's
Yeah,
almost got like this
let's play the
cherub
lookout
face, and like he's kind of like got like this little voice of a prepubescent angel.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm not even tired. I'll look out.
yeah. Oh, there you go. I give it to him. Oh,
He's kind of like holding it, and like his two friends, like his little friends, are kind of, like little rambunctious, just kind of like, peering out beneath their covers at you, like from time to time, like kind of like giggling and like whispering to each other. Eventually, they can't really fight off the sleep though, but you see like the kid you gave the coin to just like clutching something under his arm. It's very obviously the coin, and he's like just clutching it at his side and kind of like dozing off every now and then. Like there might be a couple times you like sort of woke up and spotted him, but like he's still true to his promise, kind of like just staying, like fighting it and staying awake. And
Oh wow.
yeah,
Good, because I did not. I just passed out.
yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh!
Out.
Are you all just
Long
completely,
Yeah.
completely shutting down?
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Holy shit.
I would
Here,
say, yeah.
here in this temple dedicated to Lyra, you all find some form of sleep under the presence of the Lady of Joy. And I guess we'll pick up here next time on the early morning hours of Waterdeep and the loud noises of those not fortunate enough to have beds of their own waking up in said temple.
Fuck. That's
Well.
the closest I've ever gotten to actually having a TPK.
Yeah, same.
Jeez.
That was like, I was like, there's no, like, this is, when you're like trying to figure out, is this a good like risk? It's like,
Right.
yeah, this is a good risk. I've got like +5 to my AC. I already had 15 AC.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
like,
all of them
when
rolling had -5 to -7 on their attack rolls,
God.
depending on the cover situation, but none of them had less than that.
Jeez.
It's so
nuts.
crazy.
Oh my god.
It didn't help. Well, I mean, I think your approach was great, but unfortunately,
Yeah, just bang our way right in.
unfortunately, because this was not actually Zentarum in a Zentarum warehouse, but others who had already killed a bunch of people waiting, your Nox had them bow drawn and just ready to ambush.
Yeah. But
Oh my god.
looking back on it, I don't know that I would have done it any other way.
Yeah, it was good. That was great. Hey,
Oh,
I had
that's fun.
fun.
I had a great time.
Yeah, me too. Oh my god.
So we'll pick up next time. Floon Blagmar still missing. The hours getting
Did we-
more and more accumulated.
Did we figure out if Floon was Zentarum or Xanathar? Or like even in
As
any
far
of
as you
those?
know, he's not affiliated with any of them.
That's what I- okay, that's what I thought.
what your characters would have pieced together is that the dark clothed figures were very similar to Zentarum. And so he was definitely, as far as your characters believe,
Alright.
brought to this Zentarum warehouse by Zentarum. But
Right.
You
But that
just
doesn't mean
you just fought some hired hands that Dante tells you are Xanathar people or creatures.
Yeah.
Kenku definitely don't work with Zentarum as far as any of you know. So, don't know.
God damn it.
TBD, not TPK.
So close. So close. I was like, I'm like, should I just roll up a new character?
Yeah, shit, not trying to kill anyone, but shit happens.
That was awesome. I puckered because of that. It was great.
Yeah, I was definitely puckering myself. I was like, stop rolling 5 to 6s on 1d6s, for the love of God.
Oh,
Bunch of assholes, what that was.
Oh
Great.
my God.
Great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
GG's.
GG's.
gee.
Thanks, guys.
Next
Yeah,
Friday,
dude.
We'll see.
Alrighty.
All
Hey,
right.
man.
I'll catch
Later.
you later.
Good night.